the Komets, along with his buddy Connor Kucera. Komets get the opening faceoff. Here's Lacoste looking for room. They give him daylight to center ice. He pumps it way back in the corner. Round behind the net. In early with Schrock. Blocks it down the wall. Good hard hit right off the top. Foot race on for this one, and a shot on goal.
Yeah, makes the save.
Man, that forward positively beats the D right to the net. Nagle was going to play it, then backed off, and the first thing you know, the growling starts early. Somebody ought to just unload,
Well,
get it over with.
It makes you wonder sometimes, these guys that want to do the chirping and the talking, what would happen if a guy just turned around and dropped the gloves and
dropped them,
pounded on him?
Yeah.
If he gets 5 and the other guy gets 2, then that's not right. But
no.
that's what they're scared of, is that someone would get a 5 and someone get a 2, and the advantage in the power play we saw last night. Too many penalties can cost you goals and cost you a game.
Sure do, and you get them early, they really cost you because they're pumped and ready to roll. And Toledo's got the best power play in the ECHL, and they showed it last night.
And they're one of the least penalized teams also, so it's tough to draw them into a penalty. And the Komets have had a few chances. Last night they had 2 in a row against them, a bench penalty and then a tripping penalty, and they couldn't put it away on them. So they need to take advantage, and they need to make sure they get some shots, outshoot this team. They've been doing well here in the Coliseum. The one game, 36 shots. And the last game, 38 shots they've had. So let's pump them and get at them.
All right, a little delay while the officials have counsel with the scorer's table, and now we're back ready to go. Eric Faille sets himself into the draw as he runs against Troy Schwab, the guy that got the big one last night for him. They get the face-off already, sending it down the wall. Off behind the net, here's Embach, feeds it up the middle. Take a look. Lead pass is good. Here we come as Muirs goes in all the way left. Sends it deep in the far corner. He went along the blue line so far. He threw both his wingers offside.
Yeah, Muir's been playing pretty well out there. There's no doubt. He plays with Hurd on that line. But unfortunately, he hasn't put the puck in the net. And that's what we need. We need these guys to start scoring a couple of goals and build on the goals for.
He's got some talent,
too. Yeah, there's no doubt. He's got speed, and he plays with Hurd at center, who gets a lot of chances.
Yeah. Here we come, and Hurd takes the draw, but it's back in the Komet corner, and in a hurry, Cody Saul going back. They're going to put a little pressure on him, feeds it back up the near wall. Out we come, trying to hang on to that one, but it's no good as it's, don't do that. Embach right off the bat puts a slash on the D-man. That's all you need to do. One of those, and you got another penalty. Back come the Komets. Oh, bad pass as they try to make the lead, but Muir's got it back, couldn't hold it. In they go, firing at the Fort Wayne blue line. Came back up ice. Komets heading into the zone. Embach goes after a chase and
waved off.
Good. Here we come. Muirs cuts his guy off nicely. Schwannard on the half wall left. They fight for it, trying to get it. Oh, right on the side of the net. Here they come. Schrock in battling for the puck again. No, it's Muir. I should say 5. I saw the 7, couldn't catch the rest of it. Now, nice back check. Here we come. And it is Faille who turns it. He's got it again. Oh, and he lost his edge down behind the net. Schwannard goes down with him. He gets back up. They fight for it. As Pistelli taking some space, comes up with it all the way to the wall left side. Komets again. Now back out we come. Daniels trying to get to the point. He's up there. Now into the zone they go. Back in the corner. As trying to rush toward the net, Pistelli, but he couldn't make the play. He's got it back. Got it in his feet. Now moving it is going to be Perlini. Perlini coming back. Pistelli back into the slot. Oh, bounced over his stick, and he had a chance. Here they come. 3 men down. Dumping it off into the corner hard. It will be Daniels. Off behind the net. Komets moving it. Take a look at center ice. Dumped into the zone. Chased down again by the Toledo defense. Off behind the net. Waiting for the setup. Here they come. Everybody gets changed up. And here's Toledo slowly working their way back up ice. Jenks gets the pass. That's deflected down in the corner hard. That time goes Lowry. Got his guy caught for a moment. Couldn't finish him off. Now they get that long rink-length pass into the zone. Back goes Lowry. Makes a good move. And behind the net, here we come. Komets turn it off the right wall. Dumping it out of the zone. In behind the net again as Lacoste chased it down. Lacoste goes up the wall. They can't get it out yet. Now they still don't get it out. Back in the zone they come again. Working hard, but no bananas. Behind the net, Komets jam it away. Can't get it again. Kucera dumps it out, but it goes to center ice. Chased down there by Schwannard, the D-man for Toledo. No icing called on the play.
Line changed by the Komets.
Here we come. Back up ice again. This one wide of the net. Saulback takes it off the boards, and we have an offside. Or an icing
call.
Got the icing
back
call.
into the zone. It goes to Toledo.
We're scoreless here in the first period of play. Komets and Toledo. This is Komet hockey.
The puck is dropped on another college season. And what better way to get ready to watch the K's than with a pregame party? Aunt Millie's Deli Buns and your party spread will put the biscuit in the basket for your guests. To face off with some great sandwich ideas for your party, visit AuntMillie's.com. Whatever you put inside the sandwich, it's always a winner when you include Aunt Millie's Deli. And speaking of winners, go Komets!
And now back to Komet Hockey with Bob Chase.
Komets almost ding one there. Hurry up. Saul's after it. He's nailed on the wall by Mercier. Comes back with it, gets nailed again, and brushes that one away. Down it comes, and Conway has to hang on as he gets a lot of white and orange down in the zone.
Pushing and shoving at the net again.
They'll be shoving around for a while here, and there's no harm done again, that's for sure.
Saul cruising around inside the blue line there, looking for any trouble. But
these guys are really tough with Saul in a playoff game, and also Hurd. Hurd wants a little more conversation with his man. That happened to be Firk. He knows him from the American League.
Yeah.
So we're looking at scoreless hockey, period number 1, Komets and Toledo, game 6. It's 3-2 on games. Toledo with a lead. This is Komet hockey.
Aaron's has some really great news. Aaron's is offering 120 days, same as cash. That's right, and here's how it works. Sign a new lease agreement, and you have a full 4 months, 120 days to pay Aaron's everyday low price. They even offer a 20% instant rebate if you purchase outright. 120 days, same as cash. Not bad, huh? Just stop by or call to learn more. And remember, you don't need credit. All you need is Aaron's, and nobody beats Aaron's. Nobody.
You're listening to Komet Hockey with Bob Chase, Radio Ringside.
Komets break back out at center. Here we go. Daniels going in, drops at the point. Boom! Pacelli gets the shot in the glove save. Conway, and he hangs on.
Yeah, Conway not taking any chances. That shot right on the net as everybody was cruising looking for a rebound. Up high, he was able to catch it and hold on, killed the play right there.
So they'll change him up. Schwannard coming back on D with Lampy for Toledo. Komets move all 5 guys around. And it's that home ice advantage where they get the last shift out. So let's see if they picked it the right way. As into the faceoff, Pat Lowry. Ready. Lowry ready. Waiting, and it is dropped. Lowry got it. Come on, go in on it. Here's Lacoste at the net. It's blocked, and he sends it back in the corner again, down behind the net. Picked off. The goaltender Conway moves it around the wall. Back up they come again. On their way to center as Lacoste trying to cover the corner. It goes to Justin Daniels. He's run off the play nicely by the Fort Wayne D-man Kucera. Behind the net. Back they come again. Coming back up the wall. Hit somebody, guys. That's better. And look out, front of the net. Komets up with the puck, and here comes Severin. Severin on his way at center. Into the zone he goes, all the way wide. Around the D, back in the corner. He's got it again. Where's the point man? Now he comes in. They're waiting for this one, digging it out hard on the corner. Schrock can't get to his man, chased him out of the zone, and down they come all the way into the corner as it's going to be Justin Daniels heading for the bench. Komets with it. Here they come. Scoot all the way to center, into the zone, and driving his man off the play was Martin, and he got it dumped deep. Here they come back. He's shot on goal. Up top.
Embach.
Here we come again.
Here's a shot.
Here's another shot blocked in front. Back up comes Toledo on the way at center. Embach with a hard back check trying to pull his guy off the play. And it comes to Martin. Martin back up the wall. Get a piece. There we go. Keep it coming. Lead pass good into the zone all the way in. It's Saul. His drive. Rebound out front. Nobody there again.
Use the point.
Komets get it back. Here they come up top. It is Hurd over the top. Down deep in the corner far side. Picked back up, and here they come back out of the zone. Nice forecheck. Komets keep the puck inside as Embach got a piece of that one. Conway clears to the corner for Toledo. Embach down the line. Lines his guy up. No play. Slides around to Stedschkel up the wall to the Fort Wayne zone. Back in a hurry. It will be touched up by by Daniels, icing the call against Toledo, and we're back inside the Toledo zone for the draw. This is Komet Hockey.
With 21 Alive, your voice matters, and it could take you to the track for the Indianapolis 500 experience. Look for special news report threads on our Facebook page. Play the preview and ask us a question. Then watch Wednesdays on 21 Alive News at 6. If your post's highlighted, you'll win 4 tickets to the Indy 500, plus Carp Day tickets, tailgate packs, and VIP passes for you and your friends. Race for the checkered flag each week with the Indy 500 experience from 5 Star Distributing and 21 Alive.
This is Komet Hockey.
Komets now along the zone, sending it in behind the net. After it this time, Perlini couldn't hang on. He's down in the corner, hits hard, came around the wall left side. On the zone, behind the net again. This time Tam clears it. They're just ringing the rosy here. Far side, Tam in there again. He sends it out. At the point, it's going to be Faille, left side. At the net, right in front of the goal. And hanging on that time, Conway, as it dropped off the pads, and he gaffed it right there.
Shot from Fly about 25 feet out, right to the net. It hit Pastilli in the ankle, got deflected to the goaltender, but he was down in the butterfly, and he was able to smother it up before anybody got a stick on it. But throw it to the net. They got a stick on it.
Somebody will get the right stick on it.
Face-off stays in the Toledo zone.
Hurd back into the draw against Schwab right now, off to the right of the goaltender Conway. Okay, looking for the face-off in the corner and trying to move it up ice. Held alive into the corner again, blocked, and here they come to center. As good hit that time, spinning his man off the play was Martin. Round behind the net, Komets have to go deep. Here's Saul, round the far boards. Where'd it go? Up the middle there, forecheck dives all over you. Here they come, and they have it taken away. What's this? Look out, here we go again, and a bad pass, but the Komets fell fast asleep on that one. Here they go, back to the Toledo blue line for the play. The D-man picking it up. Burke is coming back towards center. He's checked off the play. Komets get a touch. Around behind the net, look out. Back up it comes as into the zone. Komets leave it for a minute now. Oh, a drive. Embach. He had to drag it back. Couldn't get up with it right off the top. Oh, no. He throws it up the middle, and here they go. Birchbach the other way. Long into the Fort Wayne corner. After this one, Kucera took his man off the play. Komets in. Trying to move it out now, Lowry. Lowry has room. Here he comes, still looking. Back up the wall at the Toledo line. Block sent back Fort Wayne zone. Wide left. Here comes Jenks to the net. Good defensive move, Komets. And that was Kucera. Look out. Up we come. Slapped out to center. Foot race on for this one. Down in the zone, but Severin couldn't catch up to it. Jenks with it one more time. Moves his way back to neutral ice. Sends into the corner. Goes after it deep. But instead it's Daniels who comes up on the left wall. Take a look. Severin feeds back to the trailer. Here they come again. Thrown away that time. As it was Lowry passed to the Phantom down deep in the zone, and it's a save on the play. Cleared back up the wall. Out to center. Komets on the move. Severin going in. Here he goes hard. Feeds around behind the net. Komets go far wall. Perlini's got it. Take a poke at it. Couldn't play it. Out they come trying to get it to the point. Picked back off instead by the Toledo D. Komets have it back. Cross rink. Here comes Daniels over center. Way up in the air and sends it deep into the corner. Going hard, Perlini. Ties up his guy on the wall. It's Pastilli with it. Pastilli tried to check it out in front of the net. Can't get it. Jammed loose by Faille. But sent around behind the net by Toledo, and here they come the other way as they line up their guy. Foot race on for this one in the corner. Tam is in, trying to tie up the D-man Firk, who comes near. Now they jam on the wall in the Fort Wayne zone. Komets have it back, and here we come up ice again. Cross rink, hanging on is Daniels. Where's he going with it? Up the middle to Faille. Here's Faille out front. He's there. Drags his way through the defense all over the place. Faille had them all mixed up for a while. He almost steals it again, but here comes Schwab. Back at center. Into the zone he goes. Trailer left side. Bushbach wide on the shot. No further play.
Nagle's reach out and grab it. It was going to be wide of the net, but he reached out, grabbed it, held on, and killed the play right there.
So that'll take care of that one as Hurd kind of cruising around. A lot of guys they're so tough in these playoffs. It's hard to figure, isn't it? Where were they all year long? Well, you got to give them credit for discipline. They chirp and try to get you off your game. Here's Schwab, one of the best of the chirpers and one of the best. He's the leading scorer in the playoffs right now. That was a bad face-off, but here come the Komets anyway. And all the way to center ice, turned in by Muirs. All the way cross rink, in they come. Looking, here's Hurd, looking behind the net. He's got it back. He's got it off behind the net, but they anticipated, kept up front. A drive and a save off the wall. Up top, Hurd again. Another great save down the far wall. Can't get the play. Has knocked down in front of the net. Muirs on a cross check. Birschbach coming in hard. This one came right off the glass and up into the screen. So the face-off will stay.
And there's Saul getting in the middle of it. Saul wants somebody, and he'll take anybody, but nobody wants to get near him.
Everybody's ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can look at the stick. That kid's holding his stick. I'll tell you, he wants nothing to do with Saul. And they'll scrum away for a while.
They don't want any part of Saul. They'll do a little talking, but that's about it.
So that's the end of the conversation. At the moment, we're looking at 10-18 left.
All right, now they got somebody on the bench at Toledo popping off and saying nothing, and Saul skates over towards him. Come on, he says.
So here we come. Lots of talk goes. It's playoff time, folks. This is Komet Hockey.
This is Scrap Chat with Max Hall, reminding you that while all metal has value, not all metal recyclers value you. At OmniSource, guys like me tell you what your metal's worth and how to make it worth even more the next time. Because we grind up and spit out scrap, not customers. Find frank advice and fair payment at an OmniSource yard near you in the Fort Wayne area. For locations and a list of metals we buy, visit OmniSource.com or call 855-OmniBuy, 855-666-4289.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
All right, 9:42 penalty time. Lampy and Hurd, 2 for roughing, face-off in the Fort Wayne zone, playing foreside. Here we come, and Jenks the rebound. He gets it clean. Up top we come. Schwinard on the half wall right. Going to the corner. This one off high, down the wall. After it, they come again. Turned aside, hanging on nicely with no additional play.
They just throw it at the net anytime they don't have a play and hope something happens. That one there sailed through the air. Nagle's seen it, grabbed onto it, and here, guys, let's get possession.
So we will do it again. A couple of, what did we have, roughs. Face off now to the right of Nagle's. In we come one more time as Lowry going to the draw. Lowry ties his guy up. Komets have it back. Here is Tam behind the net. Tam keeps it coming up the wall. Nice pass up the middle. Room in the spot. It's Lowry, and he goes wide. Looking point man. He's got him. Drive wide of the net. Man, if we could just hit the net, that would be a part of it.
We've had about 6 of them that missed the net.
All right, there's a sort of a deflected play. Back up the middle, and here we come again. Into the zone one more time.
Daniels
in front of the net, just wide.
Deflected.
Komets move it out at the point again. Cross point right side. Daniels looks. Put it right into the D-man. Stood in front of him and hit him perfectly. All right, here's Lowry. I should say not Lowry, but it's Crowder. He can really manipulate things. Look at this. Look at this. At the net. He got a man out front.
Looking for somebody.
Komets get it back again. Here's Tam back in the corner. Intercepted. They look for the lead man. Going in far right side. Schwinard feeds the guy on the right wall. At the side of the net. That's blocked in front. Komets come back. Spinning out of the traffic and moving back up ice will be Matt Lowry. He gave him time to put a forecheck up, and they've got him in there in a hurry. Here we come, cross rink, bust out of there. Let's go. Going hard is Tam. Drives it deep in behind the net. Komets make their line change. Now back it comes. Pastelli going deep on the call. Ties up his guy. Nice move there as Faille almost steals it. Lost stick on the play. Pastelli, here comes Toledo. 3 men down. Then they go across the zone.
On the net, Nagle save.
Yep, good save there. Down deep, attaboy. Nail him. Don't give him a chance to move. Faille roughing his guy up down the wall. Trying to come up with it. They are very patient. Waiting on the half wall. Komets steal. Here we come. Going in is Pastelli. He's there. No trailer on the play.
The defenseman had an angle on him.
Yep, and he couldn't find anybody to follow him on it. Good move there as the Komets cover it up again. Here we come. Faille has it stolen. Now the Komets get it back. Faille in the zone. He looks. He lost it again. Here it is. Pastelli, his drive, and he's picked off from behind.
Yep. 5-on-5 right now.
Back we come the other way. Moving as Birschbach out to the zone. Komets have it back. Hurd sends it in deep, and there's no icing called. It's recovered by Furk, the offside man in the corner.
There's a big hit, Hurd.
Big one as Hurd really puts the cream on Furk, yeah. Didn't go to the Komets again. Mears with a drive.
Missing it.
Came off the wall. Komets starting to generate. Let's see where we go with it. Down the wall. Here's Mears.
Some of Embachers tangle up.
Embach's got somebody down.
And somebody come after Embach.
Yeah.
Embach had
getting pretty lively there
number
now.
20.
And
tangled up pretty good, and they're going to get 2 each for roughing those two. And then someone came in and helped the Toledo player out, and 2 guys on Embach. So Embach goes to the penalty box. We'll have a Toledo player follow.
Embach's gone, and it came at 12:20. And we'll have another one coming here in a moment. And that'll be roughing again or what? I don't know.
Yeah, I would think roughing. They were pounding each other pretty good over here.
We gotta have another penalty call here somewhere, don't we?
I would think so.
This is Komet hockey.
Hey, truck fans, you want to see something new for 2015? You can at your GMC and Chevy dealerships. Trucks built by the proud union members of UAW Local 2209. These quality trucks are made right here in Northeast Indiana. Hard-working union members take personal pride in the craftsmanship and attention to detail needed to produce these new trucks. They can build one for you. Take a look at a world-class quality-built truck. See them today at your Indiana and Ohio GMC and Chevy dealers.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Colligan & Company in Fort Wayne.
I thought he could have given both of them.
All right, here we come. Face-off will be where? The only penalty called was to Embach, and I believe he picked it up for roughing.
Yep.
Common penalty
That could
to
have
number
gone both
15,
ways
Mike
that way.
Embach. 2 minutes roughing.
All right, face-off in the Fort Wayne zone. First power play of the night goes to Toledo. Schwab now into the face-off. Off to the right of the Komets goaltender. Out they come to the point. No play. Moving it all the way half wall right side. Front of the net. They block it. Nice save.
Hey, them
Hanging on as Nate got that one taken care of. Up it comes point right side. Zernausen now come up. Can't play it. Going half wall. Sends back into Birschbach. Birschbach down in the corner. Can't find an angle on their guy. They move it out in front again. Can't play it. Good penalty kill so far. They're not giving him any room at all on top. As Schrock forced his guy all the way down back into the corner. Now, right through the goal mouth, and it stays in the zone left wall. Cross rink again as Ferk sends it deep on the right wall down all the way to the right corner. Still trying to play. Toledo setting up the guy, man in front of the box. Nicely nailed that time by Tam.
Yeah, they missed.
All the way right side. Can't get a point shot. Now they slide it back in the corner. Schwab behind the net. Can't play it. Pick back up as it's Zernausen making the play. Komets come back up the wall. Here we come. Komets have it. On the way, going to center ice. Way back up ice. And look out. Lowry tried to hold on. Put the brakes on, but he had to go offside to kill the rush. Close call.
A good whistle. They need a line change on it.
6:39 remaining period one. There is no score. Komets in Toledo, and this is Komet hockey.
Crowd at the bar making you sweat?
Uh-huh.
Could you use some ice-cold refreshment?
You bet.
Then Coors Light may be right for you. Could result in epic nights, maximum refreshment, great times, awesome memories, high fives, smiles, Rocky Mountain refreshment, Blue Mountain refreshment, quadruple epic refreshment, killer parties, and totally refreshed killer parties. Ask your bartender for Coors Light today.
Definitely.
When cold refreshment calls, Coors Light answers. Frost brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. With great beer comes great responsibility.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
Komets get up with that loose puck again at center ice, and soft one right back into the corner. Power play time still 22 seconds to run. We're killing it off pretty well right now. Schwannard down behind his net has Toledo back on the rush. Right wing all the way wide left. Jenks off the wall back in the corner. Sent down by Boris deep on the zone. Cam digs it out. Can't finish it. Boris rooting around inside. Sending it back out to the point right side all the way to the point far wall. Dumped on the half wall. All the way across. Boris drive. It's deflected right up on the net again. Out to
all even.
Komets almost got
5 on 5.
as they just came back to even. Here's Embach, front of the net. Oh, my. They go deep far wall, off behind the net. Sent wide as Embach's got it back. At the point, they hold it on. Cross point pass. Here it is. Tipped in front of the net. Almost. They had a guy to tip it. Here we come again. Now behind the net. Waiting is going to be Crowder. Crowder lost it. Came up the wall, though. Back it comes. Crowder in the corner. Couldn't hold it. Off the far wall at the net. It's blocked again. And here we come. Move to center ice in a hurry. Can't get it done. They dump it deep in the corner. The Komets have it back.
Line change both teams.
All right, Lacoste has some daylight. Move it, move it, move it. On the wall, into the zone. Tipped deep by Perlini. Komets have it back. On the corner now. Trying to move it is Hurd. Cross-rink play. Into the zone they go. And Perlini couldn't get a shot away. He's got it again. Back it comes to Hurd. Hurd's out
Walking
front.
out,
he fires. What a save on the play. Conway dove across to block it.
Yeah, that's their best scoring chance right there. Hurd made a nice deke in front, got the backhand, but Conway dove across and got his body into it.
All right, we're looking at 0-0 on the board. Komets and the Walleyes, period 1, 4:44 to go, and this is Komet hockey.
Midwest Gloves and Gear is always in full bloom and boasts a broad line of garden gloves and accessories that suit any gardener's needs. The Garden Glove line features many gloves for mom, dad, and kids. The accessory line features garden tools, hats, kneeling benches, bags, footwear, and more to help make sure your garden always stays in full bloom. When you need gloves and gear, think Midwest Glove and Gear, Chillicothe, Missouri. And now, back to Komet Hockey with Bob Chase.
All right, the Toledo Icing will take the face-off right back in the Walleye zone off to the right of their goaltender, Neil Conway. He just made the save of the game, though, on Hurd. What a move and what a save.
Yeah, good power kill play by the Komets, too, only allowing one shot on goal. 3 or 4 attempts, but only one actually got to the net.
All right, here comes Toledo at center as down it goes. Birschbach coming left wall, trying to go out front of the net. He goes behind the goal, trying to play it up top. Komets get it back. And on the move, here we come. Down the wing, left side, into the zone. Hurd feeds it up the slot. Perlini let it roll off his stick. Here they come the other way. This one way up in the air and up into the crowd, so the face-off will stay inside the Toledo zone with 4:09 still left in the period. Shots on goal, 7-3 favor the Komets. Scoreboard 0-0.
Everybody going hard right now, playing the body, doing the things they have to do, and this is probably the best first period, at least here at the Coliseum, the Komets have played in the 3 games, so they're getting off to a good start.
First period yet, Robbie.
Yeah. 7 shots to 3 they have right now.
Lowry now back into the draw. In the neutral zone, Lowry tries to pick it off. Schrock bumps his guy. Lowry sends it a little deep, and here they come back in the corner, all the way to center ice. Here's Lacoste, drives it around behind the net, came all the way to the far wall. Picked off there by Nightingale, tried to tip it out, can't do it. Komets had it. Now in the corner hard. Schrock goes in, chased his guy up. The forecheck gets banged all the way back. Foot race on for this one. It will not be an icing as Lacoste has to get back in a hurry. Here he comes. Look out, up the middle. We got it at center. 2-on-2, going to the line, all the way to the corner right side. In goes Schrock. Reached for it, can't play it. And a good check coming back up ice that time. Lowry into the zone. They go right side. It's wide of the net. Came off the left wall. Hey, you can't miss those checks at all. Here we come down the zone. Up with it is the Komets. Lacoste gets bumped off the play, but it clears back into the Toledo zone. 3:10 left in this first period of play. Up with the puck. Moving towards center now is Shane Sims. Sims back Fort Wayne zone. Komets knock it down. Take a look. Oh, my God. Come on. The pass right to the guy on the blue line. All he had to do was shoot it. Here we come the other way. Here they come down in the zone. Now the Komets get it back. Here's Lacoste back up the wall. And again, they try to stuff it. Can't do it. Off behind the net. Get a shot. Lacoste gets crossed up on that one. They come up with the puck. Now here's Daniels. Daniels trying to move it out. He's chased off again. Held at the point. They fired back in the corner. Got a man out front. Look out. Wide of the goal mouth. Perlini picks it off the left
right
wall.
Pass, guys.
Just throws it away at center ice, but it's clear. Recovered by Stejskal of Toledo off the defense. Moves to the left wing. Komets come in, pick it up. As Faille trying to fight for it down the wall, but here it comes Jenks back up ice, feeds back to Boris. Boris going in left side. Can't play. Bang, good hard hit in the corner. Daniels takes a look behind him. Move the puck. Here we come. Slow pass, but up it comes as here we go into the zone. Komets try to get it in. Here they come deep. Going all the way to the corner, around behind, right at the goal mouth. They
rebound. Here's a shot.
Coming up top. Oh, shoot it, shoot it. My gosh. Had a great chance to unload from straight up the slot.
It was Martin could have let her go.
He should have let her fly, and he's got a good enough shot. Here's Schwab, left it on the zone. Tries to go in front of the net. They got a shot. Nice save that time. Komets coming back up the wall. Who's got it? Moving all the way to center. Martin into the zone. Flips it across the deep. Heads all the way in the corner to make the play right to the front of the net. Got it back again. Point man and out top. Here's another one, cleared wide of the net, moving back in the corner, but off the screen.
Yeah, they got it back to Saul, and he let fly as quick as he could, but it got deflected. Screen, whistle.
1:32 still left in this first period, and we're looking at 0-0, and we're looking at this is Komet hockey.
Here's some good policy from your local independent agent and Auto Owners Insurance. When you insure your home and car with us, you receive a multi-policy discount. And when you add Auto Owners Life Insurance, you get a special discount on your home and car insurance. Auto Owners Insurance will save you money on all of the insurance you already have. Now that's good policy. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people.
For all your insurance needs, visit Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn. You are listening to Komet Hockey with Bob Chase, Radio Ringside.
All right, face-off will stay inside the Toledo zone, as Severn got a pretty good shot from a bad angle, and Conway had to hang on to it. All right, here we come again. It will be Lowry on the draw, off to the left of Conway. See if we can get one as they fight for it on the wall. Conway couldn't play it. Up ice, good play all the way back in the corner. Foot races on as Martin going into the zone, and has he got it?
Oh, here we go. Got a scrap at center. Saul and who is it? 18. It's their big guy. He's one of the pros.
He's their captain. Yeah.
So this is a big one right here.
See, Saul's got a problem, and it's his balance.
Well, he's got the reach, and he got on him.
Yeah, he's down now. Saul pickles him.
Yeah. So that's what we wanted.
Nightingale, good guy to get rid of.
Saul got the crowd into it. That's what we wanted. Yeah. And he was the big guy last night that was doing a lot of running around, and in the third period, he was hitting anything that moved out there, and he was a pretty good force on the ice out there. So a good mix-up right there. Get those two big guys at each other and get the mood. Saul waves to the crowd, and the crowd responds real big. So that gets it into it.
That's taking one for the team.
Yeah, that's good. Well, they'll both get 5, so there's no harm done. So that's fine. So they're both big guys. Saul ends up on top.
Yep.
Good scrap. Here we go. Back in the Komet zone here. They'll be 5 against 5, so it's just 5 minutes. Those two are gone for 5.
That opens the gate for some more if we need it now.
And they're two big defensemen, and they're big people on the club, too.
Here Komets trying to get a face-off up the wall. Here's Embach. Flips it way up into the air. Down it comes in front of the net. Here's Muirs. Muirs is there. Shot saved.
Right on.
No further play. And Hurd plants Lampy a pretty good one down in the corner.
Yeah, well, they just went to the net, both of them, and Lampy tried to bump Hurd, and Hurd bumped him, and Lampy got the worst of it. So the whistle right there inside the zone. No penalties called on the call, and things heating up a little bit with 1:06. First period here.
And the faceoff will stay in the Toledo zone with 1:06 left. 9-4. Shots on goal favor the Komets. We are scoreless, and let's see where we go from here. Back again, it's going to be Faille into the faceoff. Get a nice draw and see if Daniels can bury one, eh? Here we come. All the way into the corner. Pastilli. Here goes Pastilli. Feeds behind the net. Getting away is Faille. Got it in his feet. Still fights.
Last minute of the period.
Up they come on the line. Turned wide. Back all the way deep in the corner. It comes going hard on the plate. Komets have it. It's Tam. Oops. Behind the... Oh, boy, look out. He almost lost control of it. Now get up, boy. Everybody's starting to move. That's what I like. All the way to center. In we come. Here's Faille in front of the net. A drive off the side of the net. In they come. Again. Tam. But Faille can't play it. Up ice. Moving in is Tam again. Behind the net. Komets. Pastilli up front. Rolled off his stick. Here comes Toledo the other way. Driving down the line. Boris all the way left. Cannot get by. Good defensive move that time by Daniels. Out behind the net. Komets. Let's advance it. Out they come. On the move. Into the zone. Going hard left side. Again, it's Faille. Puts it on net. Goes to the net. And there is no further play. As the boys gather again.
Yeah, that's the Komet defense and going in there. Tam, and he gets shoved from behind.
Yeah.
As everybody gives a little push and shove, and that's going to happen all the way through this, I would imagine.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But I think the fight was a good thing when it happened. It was timely.
That'll cool everything off a little bit.
And that's the guy that was chirping Saul pretty hard, and he invited him out. And when he got him there, he flattened him.
Yeah. Well, a lot of that came from about 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
A few pops off from the bench at Toledo. And Saul heard it. He went over and said, hey, come on. And nobody had challenged him then, but they finally got at it.
Here we come. Komets take the face-off on the wall, half side left. At the net, hanging on.
Another save.
Conway working his trade. That's his 10th save of the period. And he had the alley. He could see it coming off the left wall about 10 feet inside the blue line. He gapped it and hung on.
Yeah, we've got 10 shots on goal, but we've had probably another 10 or 12 attempts.
Yeah.
And just haven't hit the net. So
Hurd again on the face-off against Jenks. Here's Hurd, ties Jenks up a bit, but now up with the puck. Stejskal trying to dump it. Komets keep it alive in the corner. Here we come. Whoa, out in front of the net. Komets go buzzer on the left wall. No further action on the play. As everybody waits around to see what's going on. Yeah, somebody gave a little cheap shot at Muirs right at the buzzer.
And they're still talking.
Yeah, look at Hurd. Hurd, he'll mix it up with anybody.
Yeah, well, they got everybody stirred up, so.
That's the end of one period of play, and we are scoreless, and the only stat we won on was shots on goal, and that's 11-4. Best start we've had in the playoffs, Rob.
Yep,
good
every
stuff.
other game here. Well, we've had a 0-0 the last one we played here, but they outshot us 13-7, so we do it a little bit to them this time, and I thought we carried the play. We had quite a few attempts. 11 shots on goal is a good start.
All right, this is Komet Hockey.
Want to live a healthier life? You don't need to train for a marathon to do it. Even small changes can help you feel better. And at Parkview, it all starts with one word. Go. Go for a walk. Go spend time with friends. Go do something simple right now to improve your well-being. And take the Parkview Go Challenge. It's all about creating balance in your life. Mind, body, spirit, and community. For more healthy ideas, log on to parkviewgo.com. Parkview, your partner in health.
If you're looking for a way to see the Komets for less, then you'll want to read all about it. Find coupons on Komet ads in print editions of the Journal-Gazette and News Sentinel for seats in the Fort Wayne newspaper's extra section for only $8. Save $5 per ticket with your extra section coupon. For more information, check the latest edition of the Journal-Gazette or News Sentinel, or visit Fort Wayne Newspapers downtown on Main Street. Pick up your coupon today for extra special savings on the Komets, courtesy of the Fort Wayne Newspapers extra section.
What does high-strength roll-formed steel sound like? Like strength and trust. Now get great offers plus 1 year of the best Sirius XM package. Chevy Silverado. High-strength steel for high-strength dependability. Not available on work truck. If you subscribe after your trial period, subscriptions are continuous until you call Sirius XM to cancel. See Sirius XM customer agreement for complete terms and geographic limitations at www.siriusxm.com. Offer ends 4/30/15.
Time for the Tim Hortons Coffee Break Intermission Report. Presented by Tim Hortons, the official coffee and donuts of the Komets.
All right, we're back here, and it is 0-0 after one. Komets and Toledo Walleyes. And it's been a pretty aggressive start for both teams, and the Komets have picked up the momentum early, and that's exactly what we would hope they had done, and they got her done. And it's the earliest we've, had this kind of an advantage in forcing the play. And I think it was pretty well punctuated late in the period when Nightingale and Saul squared off at center ice. Nightingale had been chirping Saul pretty hard. Saul headed for the bench one time, and then he was denied it. So he just stood at center ice and invited Nightingale out. It didn't happen at that time, but a little later they got together. And sometimes that's a tension easer. They both picked up 5 apiece. No harm done. No prides were lost, and that's where we are right now. 0-0 after one, and of course shots on goal, the only difference, 11-4 favor the Komets. Joe Ernst will be along. We'll talk some more hockey in just a moment. Right now, this is Komet Hockey.
Michaels Photography, the leader in business portraits. Every business needs a professional business portrait so that your clients can connect with you on a personal level. How many business photos have you seen that are just plain terrible? And how did that change your perception of the person or company? A business portrait taken by Michaels is a positive image. Don't fall in the "it's good enough" trap when it comes to your business portraits. Great business portraits taken by Michaels. Call for your appointment today. 482-2660.
Hey, it's me, your checking account. Listen, there was some suspicious activity like a week ago. Yeah, I meant to tell you earlier, but I forgot. Sorry.
We were curious. Wouldn't you rather have a checking account that puts you in the know faster and helps stop account fraud faster? Open a Fifth Third checking account with instant alerts at 53.com/alerts and get transaction notifications right to your phone. Fifth Third Bank. Curious Bank. Member FDIC. $50 minimum deposit to open a checking account. Mobile data and text message charges may apply. Contact provider for details. Subject to internet banking terms and conditions.
Buying a new car has never been more fun than with the Dodge Boys. Lots of people wait for the end of the month to buy a vehicle because they think they can get a better deal. But you always get a better deal at Glenbrook Dodge Chrysler Jeep, no matter what the calendar says. With the biggest selection of cars, vans, 4x4s, SUVs, and trucks.
You'll always find what you're looking for.
Just start at GlenbrookDodge.com and end at the dealership. The Dodge Boys are so confident you won't find a better deal, they'll even guarantee it by giving you the Dodge Boys promise. If you find a better deal from another Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram dealer,
the boys will beat it.
Guaranteed. They also have the largest selection of used cars around.
And you can buy with confidence.
Because of their factory-backed, certified, pre-owned, inspected vehicles that come with a 7-year factory-backed warranty and roadside assistance. Bigger selection, bigger discounts, and higher trade-in value at Glenbrook Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram.
Under the giant American flag on Coliseum Boulevard.
Or online at GlenbrookDodge.com.
911, what's your emergency?
Sometimes just any response doesn't quite say it all. There's texting.
Sir, we just received an emergency text. Hello, my friend just ran off the road and we are in water. Hurry, please, please hurry.
Then there was calling.
911, what's your emergency?
My friend just ran off the road and we're in water. It's coming in the car. Hurry. Please hurry. There's water in the car.
The Federal Communications Commission and major wireless carriers have partnered to support Text to 911, and Indiana is at the forefront of this implementation. Text to 911 capability is now available in most areas within state borders. This is a great help to the deaf and speech impaired and in other select situations. For more information, visit in911.net.
It's good to hear your voice, ma'am. Help is on the way.
911. Before you text, voice is best.
In a world where summer thirst runs rampant, a new type of refreshment looks to rule. From the creators of Pepsi, it's Pepsi made with real sugar. Featuring explosions of taste and more flavor than one summer can handle. With chilling performances from Pepsi, wild cherry and vanilla flavors. A real big summer is on its way, and it's closer than you think. Pick up a Pepsi made with real sugar for a limited time. Pepsi, live for now.
If you're driving down the road and your car dies at the light, you know you've got to make it here, because we can make it right. Bumping down the road, transmission's about to blow. We're the ones to fix it right. We're the name to know. Russ Moore Transmission. We're here to get you going.
If you suspect a transmission problem, come in and talk to the trusted leader in customer service for over 50 years, Russ Moore Transmission.
Russ Moore Transmission. We're here to get you going.
Call Russ Moore at 482-9414. We're on Coliseum Boulevard West and in Warsaw. Or visit us at russmore.com.
Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
All right, we're ready to go here at the Memorial Coliseum at the end of period one. The Komets and the Toledo Walleyes are 0-0, and we bring our analyst in, chief analyst. Not only that, but he's the guy who pretty well handles all the law and order of the ECHL, Joe Ernst. And we're just talking what a great series this has been so far.
It has. It's been very competitive, back and forth
you see teams with the lead, and then the other team comes back and takes the lead. There's some hitting, good scoring opportunities. It's been a really well-played series for sure.
And it's amazing how many mistakes have been opportune ones, and you don't get that many, but they jump on you when you take them.
Yeah, exactly. You know what? I would think that these two teams are very opportunistic as far as that. And you know what? We've seen probably from the coach's standpoint, maybe too many turnovers in in the high slot and everything else in their D zone. And these aren't the two teams you want to be turning the puck over to in that area.
No, but Gary can be a little happy with the penalty kill. This team's one of the best power play teams in the league, and we pretty well shut them down the last couple.
Yeah, last night was a tough one. I mean, for a couple power play goals they gave up, but. Yeah, you got to be careful with this team. They're pretty good with the man advantage.
You're never sure. They almost look like they're relaxed, and pow, they're gone.
Yeah, exactly.
Very explosive, eh? So, how's your travel schedule?
It's been quite busy, we'll say. It started pretty much in this round here. I started in Toledo for the first two, and then last Sunday I was on an airplane to California, and I'd seen the first two in that series. Took the red eye back and was here on Tuesday night, and then was back here Thursday.
What do you do with all your frequent flyer miles? How do you book this stuff? You never know where you're going until you go to the airport.
Yeah, they're just sitting there. I haven't done anything with them. They're just sitting there. I don't have too many. I spend a lot of time in the car too. So I'm on a plane tomorrow though to Southwest Florida for Game 6 between Florida and South Carolina.
Oh yeah.
And then we'll see.
Everybody's going the limit except the one, eh?
Yeah, I mean, it's who knows what's going to happen there. You know what? We could have, possibly three Game 7s. Possibly 3 Game 6s. We'll see what happens in Rapid City. But we're at least going to get 2 Game 6s, and possibly 2 Game 7s.
Well, you're finding a lot of different officials, Joe. I mean, we don't have anybody. The linesmen do a pretty good job.
Yep.
They're pretty darn consistent all the way. But you've gotten a lot of different officials, some we've not seen here before.
Yeah, what we try to do is at least through the first 4 games of every series, we get a different guy in there. And then after that, we see, we see how the guys have done in each series and where other series are and stuff. And we got guys kind of all over the map, too, because we were in Utah this weekend. So, I lost 2 guys out there. We were in Rapid City where I lost 2 guys out there. So, and then we were down in South Carolina. So we were spread out and everything else. So you kind of, you got to rearrange where guys are going and everything else. But you know what? It's playoff time, so guys want to work, so they don't mind if they got to get on an airplane and travel for a little bit or drive in the car for a little bit because they want to keep working.
Doing what they love.
Exactly.
So, again, you do a lot of recruitment, Joe. Are you recruiting now for futures to build up your core?
Yeah, we are. We're in the real initial stages of it. I have a couple guys that worked some games for us that were spent time in the Southern Pro League that'll join us next year. As far as that, I'm looking at and some guys maybe in the Canadian junior leagues and stuff like that. And Dan McCourt was here the other night. We were talking about different prospects and kind of throwing some ideas out there of who are they interested in that are up and coming that maybe want to send to us to get some more development and work some games obviously as well in the American League and stuff. So it's usually by the middle of July I have the staff complete and everything else. I just got to see what they're going to do, what the NHL is going to do if they're going to take any guys and things like that. So we'll have a little bit of a turnover this coming for next year. We didn't have much turnover last year, coming into this season, but we'll have some turnover going into next year and stuff. So just trying to find the best guys out there and who wants to come and work and everything else.
Yeah. Now, when you're doing this, is this part-time work for these guys?
So these guys are most of our officials. Yeah, we have a bunch of part-time linesmen and a few part-time referees that'll work. Maybe 20 games in our league, and maybe they're in the OHL or they're in But for the most part, like all 3 of these guys that are on the ice were full-time guys for us this year. Lived in league apartments that we had, and so most of the guys that are still left working that were full-time guys in the league this year.
When you look just in general round figures, if a guy comes into this league and gets, say, the average amount of work, about where would he fit in the pay scale?
A referee would be, maybe about $16,000-$17,000. So it's not like they're doing it to get rich.
Yeah.
A referee gets a couple $100 a game plus their per diem. Usually we're at 70 70 games, 72 games for a referee. A linesman is usually about $100 plus the $39 a day per diem.
Yeah.
So as far as that, so it's they're not doing it to get rich. You know what? That's
You're
for sure.
apprenticing.
Exactly. You know what? So that's why they want to work games and stuff. They get paid per game, so it's not like they're getting a salary from the for the season and stuff like that.
I bet you Joe's thinking, geez, that's a lot nicer than I had it when I was going years ago.
We used to get, when I first started in the league, I got $175. No, this is in '91. I got $175 a game.
Yeah.
But we got cash.
Okay.
So they would pay you. So if somebody was mad at you or whatever it was, sometimes you might get singles. You might get 175 singles and stuff.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Sounds like an Eddie Shore trick.
We would leave the weekend to a 3-game set, and we'd have a stack of money this much, and we thought we were rich. Little did we know we had to pay for our gas, we had to pay for our food because there was no per diem, there was no mileage back then. And,
right.
So that by the time we got done with and back home, that wad was about half.
But you were still having fun.
Exactly. And it's what it's all about.
Couldn't raise a family on that, but...
No. It was good, though, when you're 21, 22 years old.
Yeah.
You know what, and back then you think you have everything figured out.
Oh, yeah.
So it was, thought we were rich and we had all the answers.
Well, that's a case where there was a time when anybody who could even land a job like that would almost take it for free just to get started.
Yep.
And there wasn't much luxury to any of it. They traveled by car, stayed in whatever flea bags they could get together for you.
Yep.
And you paid your dues. I wonder if people are as willing to do that today.
You know what? There's guys doing it, but you know what? Sometimes you run into it. It's no different from officiating or any type of work. I think sometimes people they think they're entitled to stuff.
Yeah.
You know what? Any more
That's our
stuff
world
like
today,
that.
Joe.
Yeah, exactly. It's not that the officials are or the players are, but you know what? There's a lot that entitled. We used to stay. You know what? I mean, and you've been around forever. We used to stay in red roof inns. We used to stay in red roof inns and everything else. Now the guys are staying in nice hotels, and you know what? There's a mileage and there's per diem, and they're flying everywhere. And I mean, we used to drive 8-10 hours and stuff like that.
And you were a trailblazer.
Yeah, to the games. We used to, and we never batted an eye. And I used to always give Mr. Kelly grief. I'd say, we had to beg you to get a hotel. If we had an 8-hour ride, you'd say, well, get in the car after and drive home. But now it's
not bad.
Yeah,
no.
4 hours. 4 hours after a game now is a lot, it seems. But everything changes, as you know.
Yeah. Well, it's going good, Joe, and for the most part, you got some pretty competent people here, and they're all human beings, and you have to realize that when you watch them, and nobody's infallible. Everybody's going to make a little one here or there, and you're the Hawkeye that's watching them.
Yeah, you know what? The problem is that when the guys in the stripes make a mistake, it sticks out. When the guys are playing, you know what? Yeah, every shift there's a mistake made by a player.
The only thing you notice is the next game the player's not there.
Exactly, exactly. So, you know what? It's a thankless job, but you know what? It's also it's rewarding as well.
Indeed it is. Joe, thanks a lot for stopping. Safe travel, eh?
Hey, no problem.
Joe Ernst, and we'll be back in just a moment. This is Komet Hockey.
For over 100 years, Fort Wayne's famous Coney Island Wiener Stand has been serving up great food, friends, and fun. Join us at historic Coney Island and experience those delicious hot dogs and Cokes still served in the little bottles, just like when you were a kid. Serving patrons at its original location, downtown at 131 Main Street for 100 years. Find them on Facebook and at FortWayne'sFamousConeyIsland.com. Open 7 days a week. Fort Wayne's famous Coney Island Wiener Stand, celebrating 100 years and the Komets.
Unleash your inner thrill seeker from NBC 33. We're giving you chances to win every weeknight. Watch for the NBC 33 primetime word of the night during NBC 33 News at 11. Be the 33rd person to text in, and you'll win 2 tickets to the #1 coaster park in the world, Cedar Point, plus $100 in Lassus gas cards to get you there. Have a summer of thrills on us from Cedar Point, Fort Wayne Toyota, and NBC 33.
Indiana Wesleyan University empowers busy adults to earn top-ranked degrees and start the journey of a lifetime. Here's graduate Fleer Diedrich.
I wanted to reinvent my career. I'm very good with numbers, and as a former Air Force mechanic, I know the value of the right training. That's why I'm getting my accounting degree at IWU.
IWU offers flexible degrees for busy adults at learning centers throughout Indiana, Kentucky, Ohio, and online. Where will your journey take you? Follow this story and many more at #IWU Journeys.
WOWOAM and FM Fort Wayne.
Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Colligan and Company in Fort Wayne.
Well, here we go again. See if they've loaded up on more trash talk for period 2, Robes.
Well, let's start hitting the net. They were looking at, we had 24 attempts on the net. We only hit it 11 times. A couple were blocked, and most of them missed the net. So we're getting the attempts. Hit the net, guys.
All right, Komets break in a hurry. Schrock sets the pace, and he goes, bangs his guy down on the wall. Komets dig for it. Up it comes. Severin moves to the point. From the point, cross-point pass. It's Couture with a drive. Up the middle, and nobody can pick up the rebound. Here they come, and at center ice, Mercier going in left. Can't make the shot. Round behind the net, big bang down the wall. Look out, they pick it off, trying to come out front. Got a man in front of the net, but they get that taken care of. Here we go. Good save, Nagle. Up we come again. Komets in the corner. Look out as Lacoste gets hit into cover up now. Lowry moving it up the wall. Where are we going to go? They're still playing for it on the corner. Digging hard as Lacoste down the wall. We're roughing up his guy. Here we cross check from behind and no call made on that one. Here we come again.
Schrocker, I believe.
Yeah, it was on Schrocker, but Schrocker's playing playoff hockey now. He's not going to deck anybody. Came out close. Here comes Severin into the zone. He goes wide. He has help on the play. Drive came behind the net. Up the wall. Another drive wide. Here they come. Out comes Toledo on the move at center. 3 men down. Back in a hurry. The second guy through, but Barnes goes wide left on the wall. Up the middle. It's broken up and almost by the Komets. Hey, look out. Couldn't get the play again off the right side. Dumped in the corner. Schwannard behind the net trying to set it out front. They dig for that one. Turned back around the wall, and Pistilli's got it. Here's Pistilli coming up, and the Komets
skates.
Can't get it. Move it. They still didn't get it out of their own zone. Tam now behind the net. 1 forecheck on him. Tam coming back up the wall. They couldn't cover the pass. And here goes Faille going deep. Almost took it away from Schwannard, but Toledo dumps it on the left deep. They're up the middle making a big move as Rogers dumps it in the corner. Komets have it back. Here's Tam. Came up the near wall. Came nicely to center. Going hard. Komets couldn't get there in time. They were beat to the puck again. Here comes Pistilli moving back out of the zone. Dump it. Attaboy. Deep in the far corner. They follow it down the wall. Up we come as Perlini is upended on the play. A little check there. Good hit by the Komets again as Tam gets a chunk of his man. Toledo coming back. Fort Wayne zone. Drive is blocked on the play. Komets try to come back to center ice. Dumped out at the neutral zone. Almost stolen that time by Hurd. Komets get it back. Crowder trying to send it in, but he couldn't hold it. Here's Toledo putting it just wide of the Fort Wayne net. Get a piece of this one. Here comes Lacoste. Look out, Will. He almost got trapped. Sends behind the goal. Komets looking around for space. And Embach lost his edge. Came out to center. Komets fight for it again. Here they go at the line as trying to move his guy off the play. Hurd sent deep on the corner. Good hard hit down the wall. Komets chase this one down. Touched up there by Martin. Icing is the call. This is Komet hockey.
On the ice, on the court, or on the field, the Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are there to provide complete orthopedic care for injured athletes or weekend warriors. Fort Wayne Orthopedics and the Orthopedic Hospital of Lutheran Health Network, official sports medicine provider for the Komets, and an integral part of Fort Wayne sports for over 20 years. Go where the pros go. The Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are a dedicated team of sports medicine specialists, licensed trainers, and therapists, specially trained to keep you in the game.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
Looking for an icing call. Did we get it or not?
Yep, we got it, I believe.
As down deep in the corner that time was Boris. And after he knocked the Komet player down, Couture came closer in, and Boris wasn't sure what to expect. But he's kind of leery after that little battle in the end of the first period. But here we come back to the play, and the face-off deep inside the Toledo zone, off to the left of their goaltender, Neil Conway. Ready, set, and trying to get the play there. Oops, Komets can't get it. Tipped out in the center. Here they come. Furk going in wide left. Boom, he's nailed on the play and knocked down. Komets have it behind the net. Skate, skate, skate. Oh, come on. We've got to
better pass than that.
That's right. Oh, look out. Good move, Komets. They've got it. Now they couldn't hold it. Get back in the corner.
There's a hooking penalty. Going to be tripping, they're going to call it.
Who's getting it?
19.
All right. That's Furk.
Yeah, he got in forechecking the defense and got the stick between his legs. Gave him a little yank on it. And that was enough to draw the penalty. The Komets go on power play. They're first of the game.
3-2-3 of the period. Let's cash in on this one. This is Komet hockey. First goal.
The destination is yours with Excursions Trailways Motor Coach Company. Excursions Trailways operates trips from Indiana and Ohio to destinations in the continental U.S. and Canada. Excursions is the proud official motor coach provider of the Komets, Tin Caps, IPFW, and St. Francis. They provide excellent customer service and clean, well-maintained coaches with courteous professional drivers. Choose your destination and give Excursions a call at 260-485-6167 or visit them on the web at excursionstrailways.com. And now back to Komet Hockey with Bob Chase.
Komets now work their way back. Crowder cruising to center. Keeps it coming. Still cruising. In he goes. Nice feed down the wall. Picked up deep now. Going around out to the point. Who's got it at the point? It's going to be Tam. Tam on the half wall left side.
Set up.
Can't find it. Here they come working again. It's Faille taking a look. Getting the man up in the high slot. Don't have him yet. Front of the net. The guy was there. Here we come back up on the half wall. Back out we come to the point right side. Left point.
Shot
Here we
Tam.
go. Tam's there. Shot.
To the pad.
Scramble.
Rebound.
And the race is on. Banging away, but Conway shuts the door.
We said how good this defense was in Toledo, and boy, you don't get much time in front of that goal.
Blue wall.
You try to get a whack, and that's it. As everybody will jump you right from behind or in front. So face off the Saul and them are over, so they'll get back on the bench. So we have a full bench then over there.
Here we go. It is tied 0-0. Period 2 just underway. This is Komet hockey.
Hi, Komet fans. This is head coach Gary Graham. Everyone at Texas Roadhouse would like to give a big yee-haw to the Komets and their fans for voting Texas Roadhouse as the best steak in Fort Wayne. And as a thank you, just come in and visit Texas Roadhouse on game nights and receive your complimentary blossom when you wear your favorite Komet jersey. Check out the Komet Corner at Texas Roadhouse, home of the fall-off-the-bone ribs and hearty steaks, made from scratch sides, fresh baked bread, ice-cold beer, and legendary margaritas. Be there on game days with your favorite K's jersey and receive your free blossom from the Texas Roadhouse. Go Komets.
You are listening to Komet Hockey with Bob Chase, Radio Ringside.
Faceoff goes to Fort Wayne. Embach clears left side. In we come. Daniels going deep. Trying to circle behind the net. Can't get there. Komets have it back for a moment. Going in to squeeze the point. Severn sends it behind the net. Picked up again by Hurd. Here's Hurdsey. Takes a look. Gets away from one. Feeds back in the corner. It's blocked out at the point. To the left point now. No play on the left point. Here it is down deep into the corner. Komets try to get it back again. Still don't make it work. Muir's behind the net. They got it out front. Oh, and they try to jam it. Komets get it back. Nobody on the point. Pick back up Severn. Severn now can't find his guy up top to the D. Severn gets it back. Here it goes. Shot. Save. Hanging on Conway. They gave him a chance to take a look. They opened it up, and when the lane opened up, he gapped it.
Yeah, he was able to see it, and that was the key to it right there. They had a man in front, but again, the defenseman had position. When the shot came, one little push gives the goalie a chance to see it.
All right, we'll face it off again on Toledo ice. 15:07 to go, period 2 of a scoreless game, game 6. The Komets need this one to tie the series 3 apiece. Faille back into the faceoff. He has Saul up in the slot for the shot. He's there. Feeds off the left wing. Down the corner. As it's out front. Drive! Score!
High slot. They catch the man.
I believe it was Faille who got it, wasn't it?
10, yeah. No, Perlini.
Oh, Perlini. Big one.
Perlini got himself just at the rim of the circle in the center. Nice little pass. It may have been Fly that threw it to him. And he did a one-timer go short side on the glove. Beat the goaltender. Komets power play goal.
First time we've had a lead in the series.
Yep.
Bingo. This is Komet hockey.
5-minute mark.
This is Scrap Check with Max Hall, reminding you that while all metal has value, not all metal recyclers value you. At OmniSource, guys like me tell you what your metal's worth and how to make it worth even more the next time. Because we grind up and spit out scrap, not customers. Find freight advice and fair payment at an OmniSource yard near you in the Fort Wayne area. For locations and a list of metals we buy, visit OmniSource.com or call 855-OMNIBUY, 855-666-4289.
This is Comet Hockey.
We have a little problem down there. A lot of people laying around on the
definitely
on the
a give-a-go. I think it was Martin that got knocked off his stick, went right in front to the Toledo man. He let fly, and Nagle made a great save.
Saul behind the net took a pretty good shot.
Yeah, and Saul come diving out from behind to try to protect the goaltender, and he looks like he got hit in the face area, the stick or the puck.
He's heading down the line. They'll do a little job on him and have him back. 1-0 Komets. The goal comes from Perlini. Assisting will be Martin and Faille.
Yeah, and they almost give it right back to the giveaway in front, and Nagles comes up huge right there.
Boy, oh boy, can you believe that? I hope Gary's heart is still okay on that one. I couldn't believe that giveaway.
Yeah, well, I hope Saul's all right down that dressing room. It looked like he might have got something to the face area, and hopefully not too serious, and he'll be right back.
All right, we'll have a look at this one. Hurd right now heads into the face-off against Holmstrom in the neutral zone. Here we come as it goes to the Toledo defense. Fired around behind the net by Sims. Came off the far wall. Lacoste flops it way up in the air, back at the Toledo blue line. They have it back. Sims with it again, taking a look, trying to spread out the D. They move it up at center ice. Take your man. Don't stand around, let him walk by you. Here they come again. Out front. Look out. Here they come. Get another shot wide. Komets are going to, as Embach clears it out. Foot race on for the puck, covered by Toledo. Back up they come, all the way up the middle, looking into the zone, bumping it wide on the right side. Komets back for the play as it's going to be Lacoste. Look out. He's got it, trying to shovel it up the wall, kept in, and by to center. Hurd going in hard, got a piece of it, hit all deep into the zone. Stedge call as Hurd after him, around behind the net. Another good forecheck that time as it's Embach. They chase him back up the wall. Here they come on their way, right wing heading for center. Firk at the line, moves by one. And back in the corner, Komets have it. Here we come. Tim starts his way back up ice, has some room. Good lead pass into the zone. Going by in the corner, hard Faille. Faille and Lampe. Lampe's chased off the play by Faille. Komets root for it down in the corner. Perlini. Up it comes short of the point. Picked up there. Here comes Jenks to the Komet line. Going in wide left. Boy. Wide of the net. No play. Boy, that time Nagle looked behind him to be sure.
Yeah, well, he broke down. The winger broke down. He had a bit of an opening, but the defense cut across, had an angle on him, and pushed him wide. Nagles came out and challenged him, and he missed the net with the shot. So, bit of a break. Toledo trying to open it up a bit right now, as they've had 3 good shots on goal since we've scored at the 15-minute mark of that period.
They can open it up, too.
Yeah, and they have.
Here we come into the face-off, out at the point, all the way left point. They send it down the wall. Komets break it up into the zone. Here we come. Perlini bumps, still has the puck, trying to send it through. Komets get it again as Pistelli and Perlini root it out on the wall. Here they come, still fighting for it. Up top, let her go, cross ring. Rolled right off Tam. Oh, drive, surprise shot. Out front again they come, can't play it. Here comes Perlini trying to check it off. Pistelli going and chased his guy again, came up with the puck. On the corner, here they come, still can't get the play. Up at center, Toledo on the rush. It's going to be Jenks to the Fort Wayne line. Can't get by. Good defensive move that time by Tam. Komets move it away. Here's Pistelli tied up on the wall. Komets have it. Perlini, nice lead pass going to the line. Here goes Tam into the zone. Backhands it into the corner. Puck picked up. Komets get a line change. Here comes Toledo. Spinning around to straighten the ice out comes Sims. He sends cross rink up the middle. Here they go. The break into Birchbaugh. Birchbaugh has it stolen. They have to send it all the way back, but at center, Birchbaugh's wide. Into the zone he goes. Can't get by his guy, and look out. Up top, Crowder goes in, covers the point man. Down they come. Nice shot. Good save. Crowder. Back to center ice. Crowd has it. Out they come. Kept in the zone again. Trying to move it at center. Crowder's got it. He's tied up. And they drive it back into the zone. Tam going in, trying to play it. Still at the blue line. Lowry trying to dump it out. Hurry up. Got to make a move on it. All the way to center. Here goes Crowder. Feeds it over the defense and back deep in the corner. Here goes Severin. Goes in hard, drives his guy into play. Crowder knocks his man down. Severin's got it down the wall.
They're going to call a penalty.
They're going to call an interference against Crowder.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, the man was coming in, and Crowder stepped into him and knocked him flying before he could get near the puck. And it may be an interference for Eddie Crowder. Saul is back on the ice, by the way.
Yeah, 8:24.
It looks like Crowder's going to go. That's a bit of a cheapy one right there.
Compared to what's going on, you're exactly right. But anyway, 1-0 Komets. 11:35 to go in period 2, and this is Komet Hockey.
Yeah, I didn't like that call.
Oh, wow. Can you say good morning? I just discovered a new way to start my day off right. It's Tim Hortons Cafe and Bake Shop's new Right Start Turkey Sausage Breakfast Sandwich. An amazing combination of fresh spinach, cheese, and an egg white omelet on an English muffin. It is 300 calories of delicious. And that, my friend, is all kinds of right. Gotta love your morning with Tim Hortons Cafe and Bake Shop. Great tasting breakfast, amazing coffee.
At participating U.S. restaurants for limited time.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
Komets. All right, here we come. There's Kucera. Good check on his guy, fighting their way back up the wall, trying to get it to the point. Came cross rink. They can't get the shot away. Down they come, half wall outside, trying to get a man out front. Shot, save on the play. Nagle's there to cover the angle. Down in the corner, here we come. Kucera is there. He goes in. He's tying it up with two of them. Komets back with it. Here comes Schrocky. Long shot in the corner, going hard to the ball. Faille in hard. The goaltender, though. Conway makes the play, holds it behind the net, and here they come. Komets get it back. Here's Martin around behind the net. Where is he going to go? And it's still got it. Can't dump it up. Now it's going to be Muir's coming in for the play. Up the middle. Oh, a drive, save, rebound. Still loose on the play. Komets try to fight for the puck.
Pastilli in there.
Tied up by Pastilli. Komets have it again. Here we come. Nobody at the point, but they cleared right back in the Fort Wayne zone. Good move. Now they fired right back in the other corner again, right to the net. Conway had to make a play. Komets, the fans are getting into it now. All right, good forecheck as Embach won't let him come off the line. Out at center, got away from Schwab, tipped into the corner hard, though, by Barnes, and they follow it up on the wall. Way up in the air.
Here's the puck.
Komets get the play, changing it down. Going deep into the zone will be Zernhausen.
40 seconds left in power play time.
10.5 left to go in period 2. Up ice, they come on the wing right side, back on a give-and-go pass that went wide. In goes Embach, got his guy, dumps it deep in the corner. Down to the net, they get another shot. Forecheck stays on this time. Lowry puts on the pressure. Here they come to center. Into the zone. They're giving it to him as wide as they can. Came off the left wall. No play up the middle, and the Komets try to get to that one. It came loose, but they couldn't hold it. Out it comes on the wall left side. Look out. Schwab's working his way in. Came up top. All the way left side. Off onto the screen.
Nagels may have got a piece of that off the shoulder. As the shot was thrown across, it was a pretty good shot. You look at it as Mats go, hit him in the face. And fortunately, it was deflected up and over the screen, and we got a whistle from it.
All right, 9:47 left in period 2. It's 1-0 Komets, and this is Komet Hockey.
Are you looking for a great way to entertain family, friends, clients, or employees? Or just treat yourself to a night of entertainment? Luxury suites or club seats at the Memorial Coliseum can be exactly what you're looking for. Whether it's a Fort Wayne Komet hockey game or other sporting event, a concert or family show, suites and club seats at the Coliseum are available on a single event basis. Amazing food and drinks delivered right to your seat. You'll never miss a moment of the action. Call the Premium Seating Office, 260-480-2180. About the suites and club seats at the Memorial Coliseum.
Here's some good policy from your local independent agent and Auto Owners Insurance. When you insure your home and car with us, you receive a multi-policy discount. And when you add Auto Owners Life Insurance, you get a special discount on your home and car insurance. Auto Owners Insurance will save you money on all of the insurance you already have. Now that's good policy. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people.
For all your insurance needs, visit Colligan & Company in Fort Wayne. Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Colligan & Company in Fort Wayne.
Going back in the corner hard, Schrock. He chases his guy Schwannard to the wall. Up on the deep side, it's going to be Justin Daniels picking it off now for Toledo. They're behind their own net trying to get the play. The forecheck is hurt. He's trying to keep them off the play. Oh, Komets keep it in the zone. Here goes Embach. Yeah, bad pass at the net. They come breaking right back out of the zone. Here is Daniel going wide. He's chased off the play. Komets have it as Muir's trying to get it out. Look out, loose puck came wide. Off comes Holmstrom. Can't get a shot away. They break it up in front of the net. Good move, Komets. Down the wall. Here we come again. Hurry! Get in there. Now they dump it out to center ice. Kind of a slow reaction, but at least they got a piece of it. Coming back out with the puck. Here comes Stejskal to the Fort Wayne line. That's blocked, but they get on by Kucera heading to the corner. Komets are there. Here they come as nice move there. Lacoste coming out. Here's Hurd all the way into the zone. He goes. It's blocked, though. Up they come up top, trying to get a backhand shot wide of the net. Off the far wall, Muir's trying to deflect it. Can't get the job done. It does come to center ice. Picked up there. We have a what? A whistle on the play. Apparently a hand pass.
Yeah, there might be a penalty on it, too.
What?
The Komets going in.
What's this?
Yeah.
Muir.
Yeah, Muir's going to go in. Again, it was behind the play. Everything was moving out, and a penalty called, and we're getting too many silly penalties.
Penalty to number 23, Garrett Muirs. 2 minutes for closing his hand on the puck.
Oh, good.
Time of the penalty, 11 minutes, 55 seconds.
I thought he batted
23 Muirs.
Cheap call there, too?
Yeah. That doesn't help us that one.
Not at all. Well. While we have that, we will say, oh, way, 1-0 Komets. This is Komet Hockey.
Need a good night's sleep? Then get over to one of Mattress Firm's 4 locally owned showrooms, including our Super Center on Coliseum Boulevard. Bring in your Komet game ticket stub to receive 15% off Sealy Posturepedic, Stearns & Foster, and Hampton & Rhodes. Mattress Firm has the largest selection of all these brands and every Tempur-Pedic available. Mattress Firm offers easy credit and payment terms up to 5 years at 0% APR. Nobody sells for less. Mattress Firm, nationally known, locally owned. America's #1 sleep shop.
Now let us start in full lotus position and align your chakras. Now transport yourself to Partners First Federal Credit Union, where you will achieve Payment-topia. It is the bad karma from your current high-interest auto loan that is keeping you from full enlightenment. Partners First rates and extended terms will free you.
Payment-topia can be yours, whether you're refinancing or getting pre-approved for a new auto loan. Just visit one of our 5 Fort Wayne Partners First locations or go online at partners1stcu.com.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
All right, Komets now trying to get this one going. They got a man out front all the way up top. On the wing right side. Drive. It's blocked in front. Cleared nicely the length of the rink by Pistilli. As the Komets have to kill off another penalty. All right, here we come. Back comes Toledo in the zone one more time. Out at the point, left side, dump back in behind the net. Komets look, can't shoot it. Breaking it up and sending it the length of the rink again. So, one penalty after the other here at the time, trying to get this thing straightened out and see if we can
5 on it.
Survive another one for you. All right, here we come. On the way again. They skate into the zone all the way left out front. Here's a drive and a rebound.
Again.
Oh, look out front. And that one jammed off the wall and up into the screen.
Yeah, Saul got that in his feet, and the Toledo player come along and whacked at it, and it chipped right up over the glass as Nagle was down, and they finally get a break, and the puck goes over as the whistle goes.
All right, here we come, and what do we have now? Face-off will stay inside the Fort Wayne zone.
Yeah, they're saying it went off the wall.
58 seconds still on the penalty to the Komets, and they're trying to hold that vaunted Toledo power play off the board, and they're working hard to make it go.
Yeah, the only credit Toledo right now in this second period with 6 shots on goal, 7 shots on goal, but wow, they seem to have a lot of territorial play, at least since we scored the goal.
Look out, here we come on the point left side, trying to get a shot, half wall left, can't do it. They faked the shot, came all the way to the right corner. Behind the net, Boris chased off the play. Komets jam for it. All the way out at the point, it goes wide, and they couldn't get it chipped up into the crowd, and they'll face it off outside the Fort Wayne blue line with 6:45 left in the penalty time, running for 41 more seconds.
Line change Komets as they keep fresh guys out there killing this penalty off.
So back this time will be Severn along with Crowder. Severn into the draw. Ian Rogers. Komets have it. Take a look. Here's Kucera. Oop, 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 oop. Down behind the net, trying to make the move. Down they come on the wall. Behind the net, Kucera went to chase it, but Crowder moves it up length to the ring. Here we go, one-on-one. In goes Severin. He's there. He shoots. He just missed it.
Yep.
Up the wall, kept alive by I should say, Lacoste. But it's Chouinard who picks off the loose puck. Here we come. 15 seconds still to go in the power play. Backing in nicely. Kucera won't give him a chance to play it. Back up the wall, trying to move it. Jamming for it. They got another man up top. Here's another one wide of the net, right side. In go the Komets. Try to jam it down the wall. Good pick on the play. Komets fight for the loose puck. As Kucera got a shoulder to his side, tied him up pretty good.
5 on 5.
Even Steven. Here we go, and up ice. It's Crowder lead pass right side, going hard. Muirs. In goes
shot.
Shots wide.
Hey, good save,
Conway. All the way up at the point. Here they come the other way. Only one man down at the moment. They try to block that, and it's sent into the Comet D. Up ice again. Here we go.
Again.
Here's Crowder. He lost it. He's trying to get it back. He's knocked down from behind. Embach sends it out at the point. Right to the side of the net. Oh, and almost a bad play by Conway. Komets keep it alive as Tam is hammered. Here we go again. Crowder with a drive. It went high. Komets around behind the net, feeding it back up. Into the slot. No play. Here we come the other way, going hard all the way into the zone, left side. Couldn't get it. Good defense instead by Tam. They keep it coming, though. Look out. Here it is, blocked again, and Embach couldn't get the play. All the way cross rink. Here we come. Tam just attaboy. Backhanded out of the rink is what you want. Now they get it out to center ice.
5 minutes
inside
in the
period. Defense. Down with a D now. Coming back with the puck is going to be Nightingale. Back to the Fort Wayne blue line, heading back to the corner. Hanging on. The Komets goaltender, Nagle, scoops it up. We're looking at 4-5-3 left in period 2. 1-0 Komets, and this is Komet hockey.
College living should be as exciting as college itself. Your home shouldn't be just a space to cram for exams while eating day-old pizza. Why settle when you can have off-campus, resort-style amenities where you can study, eat, socialize, and relax in style? Think The Grove. Think fully loaded college living. The Grove is currently leasing with rates starting as low as $440 a month. All apartments are fully furnished, utilities included. Choose your next home today at www.gogrove.com or call 486-5202. And now back to Komet Hockey with Bob Chase.
Komets now with that puck behind the net. Good move there as the goaltender makes the first move on it. Knocked down at center ice, though, by Toledo. Back they come to the line as the Komets try for it again. Offside. Down on a big rush, but offside to call. So with the offside, they will face it off back outside the Fort Wayne blue line. And the linesmen are watching right now. They're kind of keeping an eye on Hurd. He's really chirping at him big time. And also Saul, further empowered after his little victory there, is letting the boys know he's available if they need him again.
8-7 shots on goal. Toledo in favor in this period, but a lot of attempts at the net that have been blocked or missed by Toledo.
4:26 left in this period. Into the faceoff now is going to be Jenks. Komets have it. Take a look. Don't waste any time on it. At center, here's Schrocky. Schrocky trying to move it. He's trapped on the wall, and the puck slides away. Toledo with their own blue line, trying to move it back up ice on the attack. Sims coming to center. Back deep into the Fort Wayne zone. Look out, a bouncer. Where are we going to go with it? Back out it comes, and it's out to center ice. Going hard on the play. On the forecheck, it's going to be Schrock.
To throw it in.
Here he goes at it now. At the net, the shot, the save, and they scramble.
Yes, Severin right in there.
No further action on the play. Lots of banging around in front of the net. That was Severin and holding his own down there in a huge scrum, like an old joust from the old days. But 3-5-7 still left in this second period. Komets with a 1-0 lead. This is Komet hockey.
I've heard a lot behind the bar here at Applebee's, and one of the most confusing topics is the raw food diet. Those are ingredients, not meals. But Applebee's gets it, and that's why they've created the Pub Diet. It has all of your bar and grill favorites made a little better for you, like the pepper-crusted sirloin with whole grains and the cedar-grilled lemon chicken. Packed with protein, under 600 calories, and only at Applebee's. Prices and participation vary. Alcohol advertisement intended for consumers 21 and over.
Bees Late Night means half-price select appetizers. Unwind with us Sunday through Thursday after 9 p.m. You are listening to Komet Hockey with Bob Chase, Radio Ringside.
Score.
All right, we get a goal scored Holmstrom. It was set up by Daniels.
Yeah, they lost possession in their zone. The man had time to look, and Toledo man broke in behind the defense and went right through the goal crease. I thought Nagle could have maybe got a stick on it and tried to intercept it, but bang, bang on the sticks. They tie it up.
So we got a brand new hockey game going here right now. Perfect play. Daniels waited exactly enough time. The D-man ran by him, gave him a lot of space, and he put it right out front. And Holmstrom was there, and he buried it. This is Comet hockey.
On the goal, number 14, Justin Daniels. Time of the goal, 16 minutes, 23 seconds.
Midwest Gloves and Gear is always in full bloom and boasts a broad line of garden gloves and accessories that suit any gardener's needs. The Garden Glove line features many gloves for mom, dad, and kids. The accessory line features garden tools, hats, kneeling benches, bags, footwear, and more to help make sure your garden always stays in full bloom. When you need gloves and gear, think Midwest Glove and Gear. Chillicothe, Missouri. This is Comet Hockey.
Komets in deep now. It's Embach with it, trying to move it. He's mugged from behind on the play. Komets try to get to it. Here comes Toledo on the rush. It's Barnes to the line. Going in left side. Barnes picked off the D-man, and we have an offside play. Could have been an interference, but he didn't call it.
A little crisscross in there by Toledo, and they got themselves offside. Face-off will go up outside the zone.
So here we come with a neutral zone face-off. 3:05 left in period 2. The score tied 1-1. Both teams have scored a goal in the period. Perlini picked up a power play at 5 minutes. Holmstrom at 16:23 for Toledo for a 1-1 tie. Faille back into the face-off against Jenks of Toledo outside the Comet line. Let's take a look at this one. Move the puck. Here we come. Attaboy. Keep it moving. Move it again. Here we come at center. It is into the zone off.
The icing.
Icing. Another 2 feet. Need to have been over the line.
Yeah, 2 feet, or if he's the man with the pass, he's over the line.
Right.
He just missed him with the man on the far wing over there.
Flat-footed and let her go.
Yep. Face-off goes back in the Fort Wayne zone. No harm done. Let's win a draw. 2:54 to go. We got a tie score at 1 second period here.
Let's get it back to Perlini. He's had the last 2 goals we've scored. All right, here we come. Ready, set. Jenks back in the line against Faille. Faille picks up the draw. Behind the net, here's Daniels. He's looking indecisive. Clears cross rink to Tam. Back up the middle. Tam gives it away. Here we come. Cross rink again. Komets in the zone. Here's Perlini. Shoots a rebound out front. Trying to jam it. On the doorstep. Can't play. Turn back up ice. Here they come. Good move that time, but they got one man in. Trying to move it deep as Boris. Boris can't shoot it. Up the wall. Here they come. Komets intercept. Here it comes to center, into the zone. Perlini trying to chase it down. Komets get it back to Pastilli. Pastilli's drive. Hanging on in front of the net, Conway.
Yeah, that was high on the glove side, going for the upper shelf. And Conway stood his ground, made the save, and no rebound.
All right, they've had 9 shots now in the period. And the Komets, meanwhile, have had 9 shots as well. Even, Stephen, all the way down the line. We're tied at 1 with 2:17 left in period number 2, game 6, Komets and Toledo. Komets need a win to stay alive.
And that would go back to Toledo on Wednesday night.
Yep, Lowry now into the draw. He's going hard against Holmstrom. Here they come with the puck. 2 men down, going in deep on the left side. Firk trying to get by the check. Moves it around behind the net. Got to watch him. Got a man out front again. They set him up, but nothing happened. Boy, right flat dab in the slot was Holmstrom where he was before.
Yeah, they got to play that man before he gets that deep.
Here we come into the zone. Komets go wide left off the side of the net. Komets have it back, but it's given away in a hurry. Firk intercepts, starting back up ice. Toledo knocked down in the neutral zone. Komets have it back.
Up, Rocker.
Turning it deep into the corner. No icing will be called. In it goes, as going down hard was Crowder trying to make a play. Komets try to keep it alive. They've got it back. Turn cross rink, and here it is. Turning deep is Martin behind the net. All the way in on the far point, going in hard. The Komets try to make a play at neutral zone. Embach is there. In he goes by one. He looks. He couldn't get the shot away. Find a point, man. You got him if you can get it to him.
Got the point wide open.
Yep, wide open point. Here we come. One
Still
more
wide
time.
open. There
All
he
right,
is.
now we got to play on the point. At the net, the shot. Nicely deflected up front. In goes Saul. Breaks it up deep in the zone. Around behind the net. Still has it. Runs his man Schwinard off the play. Komets with it again. As it is Embach. In front now. It is going to be Hurd. Hurd takes a look. Still got it. Out at the point. From the point, the shot up in the air. On the right side. Saul at the net again. Scramble. Around they come up front again.
Scramble.
Jamming for it and hanging on. Crowder. Oh, baby.
Good pressure by the Komets. One of the best shifts they had this period as the Komets really got them buzzing. They worked hard. A couple of shots on goal, and Conway was a couple of big saves right there.
So 48 seconds still left here in the period as the K's pick up a couple of shots, and that's the capability they have when they turn it on, and I thought they dominated, and Saul took the gamble, ran in quickly on a hard forecheck, blocked the wall, and kept it alive in the zone.
As you said, he took a gamble and he won that one, but you got to be very careful.
Yeah.
You lose one of those, and that's where Toledo can burn you quickly. So
here we come. Face-off stays to the right of Conway, the goaler for the Toledo Walleyes. It will be Faille into the face-off against Jenks. Faille's got this one, couldn't finish it off. Scrambling for it, up they come. 45 seconds left. They leave the man wide on the. Oh my gosh, do you see that? Look at the left winger. I mean, wide open Boris. He had practically a free ticket right to the net. Now they've got it back. Here's Jenks. In he goes, trying to get somebody at the net. Save on the play. Came off the wall. Back up comes Pastilli. Nice lead pass into the zone. 3 men down. Komets into the zone. Taking a look. At the net, it's wide behind the goal. Couldn't play it. They get it back. Now they're moving behind the net again. Played by Faille. Up top, jamming it. Can't play it again. Out at the point, from the point, back in the corner. Jam. It's intercepted, and Toledo trying to move it back up ice. They dump it
Wave
in the corner.
off. No
it's
icing.
Waved off, and back will go Cam to play it. He looks like he's gassed right now. And they'll take that extra second, get the buzzer, and that's the end of period number 2, and we're tied at a goal apiece. This is Komet Hockey.
On the ice, on the court, or on the field, the Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are there to provide complete orthopedic care for injured athletes or weekend warriors. Fort Wayne Orthopedics and the Orthopedic Hospital of Lutheran Health Network, official sports medicine provider for the Komets, and an integral part of Fort Wayne sports for over 20 years. Go where the pros go. The Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are a dedicated team of sports medicine specialists, licensed trainers, and therapists, specially trained to keep you in the game.
Time for the Tim Hortons Coffee Break Intermission Report. Presented by Tim Hortons, the official coffee and donuts of the Komets.
Goal in the period, but I thought overall, again, the Komets, for the most part, controlled the period pretty well.
Yeah, it was a good period all the way. Once we worked hard enough, we got the goal. Then Toledo picked it up. They realized they didn't want to go behind two goals, and they really worked hard and did what they had to do, and they finally get the goal at 16-23. But once we got the goal, Toledo got a little upset, and they came after us hard, and they earned their goal and got back in the hockey game 1-1.
So thus far, yes, indeed, anybody's hockey game. With 20 minutes, somebody's going to have to finish it off, and we always say that next goal is big. But
it's been that way all the way through this series.
But this is a big one here tonight, no doubt about it. So the conduct of the game, I thought, you know what, after that little fight, things have changed a little, haven't they?
Well,
less chirping.
I see less chirping and less pushing and shoving in the face and all that stuff, because I think they're bearing down a little more and they're playing hockey. Referee obviously has talked to them a bit. And with the physical part of the game right now, and then of course you score the goal. That's the first time the Komets have had the lead in the building here, other than winning the games. Then all of a sudden Toledo, when they're behind, they play a little more aggressive and they go after you. So it changed the mood of the game very quickly.
And you get to see the very skills Toledo has when they get into these situations for setup. And one of their big virtues, patience. Man, they'll wait and wait.
Yeah.
They'll pick the right spot, and when they jump in a hole, get the shot. Like Daniel set up a beautiful play. The D-man had him in the zone, and he sort of waited. The D-man skated by him, and he just put it right in the slot for Holmstrom.
Yeah, we had 2 power plays against us, and that doesn't help us. We've got to stay on that penalty box. We waste a lot of energy trying to kill those off, breaks the lines up and everything. So they've got to stay on the penalty box, especially in this third period, and possibly get a power play themselves.
So it's anybody's hockey game, and the winner will either go home to the next route or it's going to be a little situation. We go back to Toledo on Wednesday night. That is the scenario we're hoping for right now. So the goaltender's putting on a heck of a show so far. We're tied again at 1, as I say, and both of them have had great saves down the way. But we'll see where we go from here, picking it off and keeping it going. And we'll be up with Komet President Michael Franke in just a moment, as Mike will be up to talk hockey and all the other good stuff that goes along with it. You stay right where you are. This is Komet Hockey.
Daniel Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has added some new members to the team. Introducing the all-new Jeep Cherokee with legendary Jeep performance and incredible fuel economy, starting at $22,900 minus incentives. Also now on the starting lineup is the all-newly redesigned Chrysler 200 with its striking design and powerful standard engine. This is a new crowd favorite with great value. The new scrapper on the team is the all-new Dodge Hellcat. With 701 horsepower, this secret weapon will leave the competition wondering what hit them. Daniel is a proud sponsor of Komet Hockey, and we invite all the fans to come experience the difference in your next car buying experience. See the complete lineup of new Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks, all at O'Daniel on Illinois Road next to Meyer, or online all the time at o'DanielAuto.com.
Introducing the new Subway Simple 6 menu. 6 of our best 6-inch subs, now and made just for you meals. For just $6 every day.
I got it made fresh at Subway.
Take your pick from 6 of our best subs, like the Italian BMT, tender turkey breast, sweet onion chicken teriyaki, and more. With a 21-ounce drink and a bag of chips, the new Simple 6 menu is value made simple every day. Yeah, you so got it made.
Subway.
Prices and participation may vary. Additional charges for extras plus tax. See stores for menu selection. Prices higher and less than Hawaii. Here's some good policy from your local independent agent and Auto Owners Insurance. When you insure your home and car with us, you receive a multi-policy discount. And when you add Auto Owners Life Insurance, you get a special discount on your home and car insurance. Auto Owners Insurance will save you money on all of the insurance you already have. Now that's good policy. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people.
For all your insurance needs, visit Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
This is Kaylee Schrott, catching a quick workout at Spiece Fitness. When I'm not on the ice, this is where you'll find me and the rest of your Fort Wayne Komets. As members, players enjoy a wide variety of fitness equipment as well as full access to the many programs and services offered at Spiece. Free group fitness and aquatic classes, large locker rooms with towel service, nutrition services, social activities, personal training and sports performance, an indoor track, aquatic center, and much more. And there's so much equipment at Spiece Fitness, you seldom have to wait for your workout. Conveniently located off I-69 and Lima Road. Join the Komets and join the Spiece family today.
Looking for a full-service and elegant reception hall for any occasion? Then check out Classic Cafe's Catering and Event Center on Hillegas Road. Their totally remodeled, redecorated facility, beautiful and easily will accommodate up to 450 guests. They have 5 acres of land, perfectly suited for company picnics, car shows, or other outdoor events. Classic Cafe has been providing professional catering services in the Fort Wayne area for over 20 years, and they've earned a reputation for flexible service, great home-cooked foods, and all at very reasonable rates. They'll do it all, breakfast, lunches, and dinners, whether it be at their new catering facility or at your home, school, church, or business. So take it from me, Bob Chase, someone who's been enjoying the home-cooked food for years. If you're looking for a catered reception hall for your next event, give Classic Cafe a call at 458-2982 or check out the website at ClassicCafeInc.com. The Komet's choice for professional catering service.
Are you looking for a great way to entertain family, friends, clients, or employees? Or just treat yourself to a night of entertainment? Luxury suites or club seats at the Memorial Coliseum can be exactly what you're looking for. Whether it's a Fort Wayne Komet hockey game or other sporting event, a concert or family show, suites and club seats at the Coliseum are available on a single event basis. Amazing food and drinks delivered right to your seat. You'll never miss a moment of the action. Call the Premium Seating Office, 260-480-2186. About the suites and club seats at the Memorial Coliseum. Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Colligan & Company in Fort Wayne.
expend.
Yeah.
No.
You couldn't find anybody else.
No. Comet President Michael Franke up and just kind of commenting on the pace of this game. And, I mean, playoff hockey is different. And if you like what goes on in a game, check and checkmate, counterpoint, point, it's fun. But it gets boring when it's only 1-0 and 1-1 to the fans who want to see goals.
Oh, absolutely. And, we've had a hard time scoring goals in this series. They've had almost as equal of difficulty scoring goals. But, we got that goal in the second period, a beautiful short-sided goal by Perlini.
Yeah.
I mean, he ripped it much like the one on Lurg the other night. And but we seem to lose our way after that goal. And we've seen that a lot this year. We lose focus, and I know they're talking about it, and they've been told that, and but for some reason we lose that focus a little bit. And then when they got their goal, we didn't make the play in the corner. You've got to take that guy out.
Daniels had to be taken out of the play, and they didn't do it to him.
No, you got to take that guy out in the corner. You can't let him sit there and look around. And he put the puck out front, and then the back check was bad, and the man was standing right out in front of the net. Nagle didn't have a chance. So
the old story always has been when you're defending and you turn the guy, keep him on the outside. And the thing is, take the guy. Don't worry about the puck. Get the guy.
Get the guy. Take the body. And we didn't do that on that play, and it cost us a goal. And then there was nobody out front with the Komets with the white jersey.
Turnovers have been very minimal today.
Yeah, they have. They really have. And 22-13, we're leading the shots on goal. You really don't lose anything with Conway in goal versus Lurg.
No.
They're totally different type goaltenders, but Conway is an excellent goaltender. He's a big guy, and
well, with Lurg, you look around, you can't find a goaltender. You shoot, and there he is under the pile.
Oh, exactly.
But Conway, he towers over the pile.
Well, it's like last night in Toledo. Lurg made the save, and the puck came back into the crease, and Crowder had it on his stick, and he got a good shot, and the whole net was open. But Lurg, who constantly plays with the gloves up, Paul put the puck in his glove.
He had to adapt that style because he's small and he had to cover the upper part of the corners, and he's always playing with that glove right alongside his ear.
Yeah, and I think it kind of throws the guys off, the opposition off a little bit.
Hit this.
Hit this. And, but that gets into the goaltender's equipment being too big, and we don't want to start that argument.
No, not at all, not at all.
Those gloves, the catching gloves, are like those 18-inch frying pans that we used to use.
Unreal.
They're huge.
Yeah. I mean, the old ones used to be first baseman's gloves.
Well, that's about it.
And now they're so big that two first basemen can play with the same glove.
Well, and they're not concerned about closing the web of the glove. They just want to stop the puck.
When it stops, it locks itself up.
Exactly.
No doubt about it. So, well, of course, a lot of things going on. And, of course, we're looking to make a trip back on Wednesday night to Toledo to get Game 7 underway. And if you get to Game 7, man, that is a crapshoot. And the fact that I want to get there because we haven't won there all year long, and we get at least one win out of Toledo every year.
Well, we're trying to negotiate a deal if we go to Game 7, where we'll play it outdoors on Wednesday night, because that was the only game we won over there all year.
That's right.
Was the outdoor
we had to go to OT for that
That's right.
But a very spirited competition, and with the schedule next year, I haven't counted out. How many times do we play Toledo? Do you know?
We play them a little more next year, which is great. I think we go up there 5 times, which is more than we did this year. And I think they're in here 5 or 6 times. We don't go to Kalamazoo quite as often, which is also good. Because we were playing them, I think we played 15 times this year, and that's too many in a 28-team league. So I think we're 5-5 with Kalamazoo, which is perfect. That's about once every 5 weeks or so. And and then we play Indy 6-5, I believe.
Good.
We do go to Cincinnati quite a bit. It just kind of worked out that way. I think they only come in here like 3 times, but I think we go there like 6 times next year. So, but that's not a bad trip, and we seem to have some success in that building down there,
we do.
too.
Yeah, we do, and especially during the regular season, we've spoiled a lot of their parades down there.
Man, they've had some big crowds. We've
first night we played them, sellout crowd, and who gets the winner but Embach, and he just left it.
Oh, exactly. We've unplugged the electricity down there several times. So
yeah, in a lot of ways.
And it's not a long drive, so it works out well. But yeah, we want to obviously get to Wednesday night. I thought last night's game, you know, by far we did not play anywhere near the type of game we should have played.
No.
But you know, we were in it, and I thought there at the in the last 8 minutes after we made it 3-2.
Yeah.
I thought we controlled the game.
We really did.
And I think they were nervous, and but we just couldn't get that equalizer. Came very close in the last 60 seconds, but my thought always is if you can get to a 7th game and you're on the road, to me the pressure's on the home team because they don't want to lose it.
No. The only problem we have, the home team gets the first line change, and the strategy of it all. The matchups are pretty important.
Yes, they are. And, you know, right now, with their suspensions over, they're at full complement, and we're kind of patching together that third defensive line right now. And but you know, Kuchera has played really, really well. I'm very impressed.
What a find! This kid is really steady.
Yeah, he's never going to be anything flashy, but I think he's a perfect stay-at-home defenseman that makes the right play.
As I said to Gary earlier in our interview, I said when I watched the kid play, you could plug him with any of your D-men, and he's just so smart and so fundamental. He matches up with what they want to do.
Yeah.
He'll either rush with you, he'll back you, and for the first, this is only his first 4 pro games he's ever played.
I think he's played admirably, and obviously somebody that you want to look at for next year.
Well, of course, another thing we always have to look at for next year, and I know no decisions have been made with Colorado. Do you feel anything will happen there? Or?
There's no update on that. We're hoping to hear something this coming week from them. You know, the move from Cleveland to San Antonio, I think changes the dynamics quite a bit for them.
Right.
And you know, we've showed them the easy way. We can get a player to San Antonio very quickly because we have the direct flights from Fort Wayne to Dallas.
That's right.
On American, and then you go Dallas to San Antonio. But you know, you look back in the history of the Colorado Avalanche, and back in the CHL days, they had an agreement with the Tulsa Oilers and with Bruce Ramsey.
Yeah.
And Bruce, of course, is still the coach there. So, you know, it wouldn't surprise me to see them make that kind of a move because there's a lot of direct flights from Tulsa to San Antonio each day. So, you know, it might just be a geographic thing. But again, we're kind of speculating right now. We don't know what's going to happen. But, you know, we're trying to prepare either way. But it's difficult to because, you know, you don't want to call another team's affiliate. At least we don't feel it's correct to do that. And so the sooner we know, the better. But everything is fully underway for next year. You know, all the sales and marketing and ticket sales and everything. So whereby the playoffs are going on, we're into next year.
Okay, that's a little answer I needed to get, and I appreciate your time here. Let's go Komets. Tied game, anybody's game. Let's go to Toledo Wednesday.
Let's end up with one more than them tonight.
Yes, that's good.
Thanks, Bob.
Thank you, Komet President Michael Franke. We'll be back in a moment. This is Komet Hockey.
Presenting the official list of things your husband will never buy. 100 powdered wigs, 5 electrolysis appointments, a 3-tiered cake stand made of bone china. But if your husband's identity is stolen, he could buy anything. Help protect you and your family from identity theft with Fifth Third Identity Alert Premium. To learn more, stop by your nearest Fifth Third Banking Center or visit 53.com/ID Alert. Fifth Third Bank, the curious bank. The benefits in Fifth Third Identity Alert and Fifth Third Identity Alert Premium are provided by Fifth Third's vendor, Affinion Benefits.
Daniel Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has the deals you've been looking for on all the new 2015 models. Starting at $16,900, the all-new 2015 Dodge Dart is already a bestseller with great fuel economy and sporty looks. Now get incredible savings and low monthly payments on this new model. The Ram 1500 pickup, 2-time truck of the year with more power and guts than any other truck on the market. With its striking design and powerful standard engine, this is one tough truck. Also, check out our new line of commercial ProMaster vans for all your work needs. And Chrysler has perfected the family vehicle with the Chrysler Town & Country. 7-passenger seating, dual TVs, satellite radio, and all with a great price and exceptional value. Come see the complete lineup of new Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks, all at O'Daniel Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We're on Illinois Road next to Meyer, or online all the time at o'danielauto.com.
On the ice, on the court, or on the field, the Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are there to provide complete orthopedic care for injured athletes or weekend warriors. Fort Wayne Orthopedics and the Orthopedic Hospital of Lutheran Health Network, official sports medicine provider for the Komets, and an integral part of Fort Wayne sports for over 20 years. Go where the pros go. The Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are a dedicated team of sports medicine specialists, licensed trainers, and therapists, specially trained to keep you in the game.
Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
We are ready to go for period number 3. Yeah, tied 1-1 after 2 as they'll start them up all over again. Into the face-off circle, Matt Lowry.
Stay out of the penalty box, guys, and let's hit the net with the shots.
Here we come, ready at center ice. Holmstrom in the draw. 1-1 the score. Lowry looking to get one to start with. He does, right to the defense. As Lacoste sends it cross rink up the middle. Here we come down the zone, into the zone wide. Komets have to chase this one down. Going hard will be Lacoste. They're going to pressure him. Keep it coming up the right wall. In it comes Schrock, goes wide. They pick his pocket. Puck goes into the zone. They had to get back on side. Now covered by the D-man, Zarnazin. Here comes Toledo. Back, long pass. Ooh, bounced wide. Komets in the zone. All right, here we are. A shot.
Over the net.
High, over the top of the net. In goes Schrock, deep, trying to get the forecheck. They hang on.
Yeah,
Out of the zone. Lowry banging away this time with Mercier.
Yeah, Mercier don't want to tangle with him, I don't think.
No, Lowry can throw him.
Yeah. Schrock actually poked at the puck and got a bit of a shot on the short side. Goaltender Conway had the pad down, and fortunately for him, he didn't move away from the post. As Schrock got a little chip, and he went right to the net.
Third period underway. We're tied 1-1. Komets and Toledo. It's Komet Hockey.
Knob Brick Company carries hundreds of styles of brick, literally something for every taste. With the change in the seasons, it's good to know that Knob also offers a wide variety of fireplaces, many of them Heat and Glow's finest, to add style to your home and warm it up on those cold evenings. They can even put a Heat and Glow insert into your existing fireplace to make it more efficient. Be sure to check out their fireplace showroom for some design ideas. Knob Brick is located on Fort Wayne's north side, not far from the Spies Fieldhouse. For a great Heat and Glow fireplace or that perfect brick for your home, see Knob, N-O-B, Knob Brick.
And now back to Komet Hockey with Bob Chase.
Behind the net. Came back to save the bacon on a loose biscuit. Up at center, intercepted, stepping into the pass, Rogers. Into the zone. They get a drive high.
Nagles.
Hanging on. Nagles on the play. And right now, it's Tam shoving away with somebody who was all over him.
Yeah.
They'll settle that one out right now and get ready to face it off again.
Well, no penalties on it.
Played a minute 7 so far, and that's about the size of it. Just push and shove and yap and yap.
Yeah, and that's it. All you got to do is give both of them the penalty. Throw them both in the penalty box. That'll cool them off a little bit.
Yeah. All right, it's Big Cody Saul back out on the cruise now. 1-1 is our score. Third period. Somebody's going to have to break it open. Even one goal would help.
Well, like Michael said, and I imagine he said it, next goal will win this game, so let's get her, guys.
All right, here we go. Komets ready. Into the faceoff. Faille goes to the draw against Schwab. Up the wall it comes. Turned in behind the net, and look out. They come wide. Trying to move it now is Faille. It came loose. Hey, short pass to Saul. Up the wall. This one goes all the way back. It'll be icing. There it is. Whistle blows. Face-off would come all the way back into the zone. Saul having a conversation with the linesman saying somebody touched that, didn't they? And he says,
I think
no.
that's what he's arguing about.
All right, this is Komet Hockey.
WOWOAM and FM Fort Wayne.
What does high-strength roll-formed steel sound like? Like strength and trust. Now Now get great offers plus 1 year of the best Sirius XM package. Chevy Silverado. High-strength steel for high-strength dependability. Not available on work truck. If you subscribe after your trial period, subscriptions are continuous until you call Sirius XM to cancel. See Sirius XM customer agreement for complete terms and geographic limitations at www.siriusxm.com. Offer ends 4/30/15.
You are listening to Comet Hockey with Bob Chase, Radio Ringside.
By in the corner, trying to send it out front. Broke it up again. Up they come on the wing right side to the Fort Wayne line. Working into the corner, Barnes. Barnes can't get the shot. Round behind the net, trying to come out front. Good defensive move that time as Kucera kept him away. Out they come to the point. Look out on the net. Komets have it back. Move it. And it's cleared right back inside the Toledo zone. Picked up there. Here's Berschbaugh working his way back to the defense now. Zarnausen coming in. Up front. Nice save. Komets with a rebound again. Up the wall, and they give it away in the zone one more time. But it's cleared finally out to center. Is Schrock going in. Here they go. Wide is Severin. Following it, Schrock off behind the net. Far wall dug off by Firk. Out they come to center. Komets stand in the way of the pass. Breaking in wide right side. Mercier to the corner. Carried off by Tam. Komets trying to come up with it. Can they get to it? Nope. Schrocker couldn't get it clear. They keep it in the zone. Look out. Wide. They look. They shoot. It's blocked. Here we go. Komets at center. Moving is Daniels. In he goes right side. He fires and hanging on. Conway.
Yeah, Conway not going to let any pucks loose. Either is Nagles. They're going to hold on as quick as they can and help their defense out.
So we'll face it off inside the Toledo zone. 17 minutes left in this match. We're tied at 1, Komets and Toledo, and this is Comet Hockey.
College living should be as exciting as college itself. Your home shouldn't be just a space to cram for exams while eating day-old pizza. Why settle when you can have off-campus, resort-style amenities where you can study, eat, socialize, and relax in style? Think The Grove. Think fully loaded college living. The Grove is currently leasing with rates starting as low as $440 a month. All apartments are fully furnished, utilities included. Choose your next home today at www.gogrove.com or call 486-5202. This is Comet Hockey.
It is on to the right of Conway, the goaler. Hurd back into the draw one more time against Holmstrom. Out it comes to the point. The drive high. Knocked down by Holmstrom. Passed off to his D-man Lampy, who comes around the net. Up top they come. Almost broken up at center ice. Komets stand up and have it. Now back it comes to Boris. Here we go. Wide. Oh, and
check from behind.
Good move by Boris as actually Hurd took too much time setting that one up. Here they come into the zone again. A drive, rebound out front, hanging on Conway. Boy, Hurd took a little too much time. He had a couple of passes at it.
Yeah, they made a bad pass. Hurd's intercepted, and he went in. First thing he started doing was looking for somebody instead of going to the net and letting the shot go. By the time he looked and realized he was by himself and take the shot, the man caught up from him from behind.
So back we come. Lines are changing, and it goes as it will be Faille for the faceoff. He and Schwab go to it left of the Toledo goal. Here it is. Nice play. Got it out top. Here is Martin up top. Shots wide. Turned off the left wall. In it comes right to the goal mouth. They pull for it again. They had it. Here's Saul behind the net. He's picked off on the play by Sims. Can't get it up ice. Down in the corner, they fight for it all over again. Still jamming it out at center ice. Look out. They got a man coming back, but the Komets are there. Around the wall. Tipped wide. After it, Faille. Couldn't make the play. Now picked back up by Schwab. He sends to the D. Left side, Stedskal coming wide as Schwab gets screamed down in the corner. Look out. Here we come. This kid can go. It is Berschbach. Out front. Whoa, nice move. Look out. They got another one high off the net. Turn back at the point right side. Cover him up quick. Looking for a man in the slot. Nobody there. Here we come again.
Off in front again.
Komets on the move. Back up ice they come. Here's Perlini. Cross rink. In goes Saul. Wide left. Dumps it deep in the corner. Recovered there by Firk. Off behind the net. Turned around the corner. Up we come. Nightingale now on the move to Schwab. He gets hit. Spins away from the check, and the Komets have it. Here's Kucera back for Fort Wayne. He looks. He's got room all the way to center. Pumps one just wide of the net. Came off the left corner. Can't get the play. Turned back up the wall. Komets have it. As almost stealing that one was Crowder. Here comes Toledo back the other way as they can't get the play. Came came off the near wall. Good hard forecheck. Komets coming back. Crowder has it stolen down in front of the net. Komets look for it again. Good hard move. Komets sending it down the wall. It will be coming up Lowry at center. On the wing, into the zone they go. Back at center it comes. Now, that was a Toledo player just fell down all by himself. What do we got here? Offside the call. As whoever the Toledo player was, there was nobody around. I heard a big crash, and he's on the boards. All right, anyway, with 14:40 left in this match, the score is 1-1 Komets Toledo, and this is Komet Hockey.
The Fort Wayne Holiday Inn, next to the Memorial Coliseum, is the official hotel of the Fort Wayne Komets. The hotel has special Komet hockey packages that include deluxe room accommodations, plus 2 tickets to a Komets home game. Enjoy dinner before the game at the Mastodon Grill, or a drink after the game in the Faculty Lounge. With 6,000 square feet of banquet facilities, the Fort Wayne Holiday Inn is perfect for your holiday parties. Call 482-3800.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
All right, here we come. Looking at center. Man going down left wing. Can't get a shot. Looks for a trailer. Out in front, Komets intercept. Embach back up the middle. Muirs. Nice lead pass. In goes Daniels. All the way right side. At the net behind the goal. Picked up far wall. Now they try to move it. And what do we have here? Whistle on the play for what?
Holding. Going to be holding.
Against who?
Against the Komets, I believe. He might have grabbed the stick, the defensive stick.
Oh, boy. 6:07.
Komet bench is open, so it looks like the Komets are going to get, well, both of them are going to go in.
Okay, that's
They're both
good.
going in. 27, Jenks. And Daniels. Daniels was the one with the puck going around, and he may have reached out and grabbed Jenks' stick, and then maybe the slash, so we'll see what comes from it.
It's doubled up anyway. That's good. 4-on-4. See what the
Here are the penalties for Toledo's number 27, A.J. Jenks. 2 minutes holding it. For the Komets, number 8, Drew Daniels. 2 minutes unsportsmanlike conduct. Komets penalty 6 minutes 7 seconds.
Really?
Yeah, Jenks held Daniels. He had the puck.
Jenks.
All right, here we come. We're 4-on-4 for a while now. It should get a little exciting.
Yeah, I would
Faille
think
will
it's
be
going to
in
have
for the
to be
face-off.
a pretty bad penalty to be called in this.
Yeah, Faille and Schwab. Here we got a face-off. Where are we now? Out at the point, trying to make a look. Can't get it yet at the net. Out front, hanging on. Conway, good spot there. We're looking at 13:47 left in the game of a 1-1 tie. This is Komet Hockey.
Want to live a healthier life? You don't need to train for a marathon to do it. Even small changes can help you feel better. And at Parkview, it all starts with one word. Go. Go for a walk. Go spend time with friends. Go do something simple right now to improve your well-being. And take the Parkview Go Challenge. It's all about creating balance in your life. Mind, body, spirit, and community. For more healthy ideas, log on to parkviewgo.com. Parkview, your partner in health.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Colligan & Company in Fort Wayne.
Here we come. Back in the corner, 5 pushed off the play momentarily by Nightingale. He's chasing it down, though. Has it deep. Takes a look. Came back up the wall in the corner. Can't play again. Komets up top. Here's Pastelli. He's up there. This one goes wide left. In they come. Spinning away. Now going around behind the net. Komets right out front, but intercepted. Up ice it comes. Zebnausen coming up with the play. Wide left side. Birschbach. Trailer. Second man. Up top. Good save.
Nagle's got a piece of it.
Nagle's got a chunk of that one, and bingo, will take a face-off in the zone. Boy, they bring that third man off the top down the slot, and bang, bang.
Yeah, that may have been the fourth man coming in because he came in real late, took the puck high in the slot, and he had a wide opening right to the net. Nagels came out and challenged him and got a piece of it and deflected into the screen. Big save there.
So face-off stays to Nagels right in the Fort Wayne zone. Into the draw one more time as Komets look for it. Out it comes up top. Can't get a play. Schwannard on the wall left side all the way to the point right side. They walk in a shot. Save. And it's cleared wide. But out at the point left side. Schwannard back into the corner now trying to get by his man as he's taken by Lacoste. Point man right side. Going point left side. Schwannard look out. Cleared nicely but it's kept alive as a sharp Lampy coming up with it. Keeping it on the wall. Komets go in and here we come. On the move it's Embach. Give it to him. Here we come.
Embach going to the net.
To the net. The shot wide as they deflected. Came down the wall. They get it back again.
Hurd.
Komets out front. Embach scores.
Here we are. Hurd dug it out. Got it out to Embach. Embach, the quick wrist shot right over the shoulder on the glove side. Komets take a 2-1 lead. Embach again.
Whoa, baby, at 7:50 of the period. And that was a 4-on-4 goal. Big goal. We have a lead again, and this is Komet hockey.
Trust the doctors at IPFW Athletics and the Fort Wayne Komets Trust. Aaron Chiropractic is well known for providing quality yet cost-effective care for sports injuries, muscle, and joint problems. They're one of the only clinics in the region to provide its patients with pain relief utilizing numerous therapies, including acupuncture, massage, and rehabilitation. Aaron Chiropractic is conveniently located in Northeast Fort Wayne. Find us on the web at aaronchiro.com or call 492-8811 to schedule an appointment.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
All right, here comes Toledo back the other way, trying to set it up. Look out, front of the net. Cleared behind on a good play that time. As Crowder coming back up, they take it away, trying to get in front of the net. All the way to the point, right side, look out, a drive. Off the wall, Komets have it back. Here goes Faille at the line. Cross rink, into the zone this time, Pistelli. At the net, turned wide, Komets have it. Faille, front of the net again. Bounced high, Pistelli knocks it down, he's got it. Here he comes, all the way to his own blue line, all the way cross rink, but nobody on the wing. Intercepted by Toledo. Stejskal's got it, trying to move out slowly. Gets a give-and-go pass, still in his own zone. Back to help out now will be Firk. They come to center, into the Fort Wayne zone. All the way down into the corner. Komets around behind the net. Who's got it? Oh, let's go! Up the middle. They've got it again. It's Hurd this time. In he goes, looking. He's there, front of the net. Score again! Komets have it.
I think it's offside. I think they're going to call offside.
Let's see if they do.
I was watching the linesman on it, and I think he blew the whistle. Now they're into it. Embach's into it pretty good. And he's scrapping. They're fighting right now. Embach and the man he got tangled with. And everybody. But it'd be interesting to see. I thought the linesman was blowing the whistle as offside because it was close.
Now they're going to unload it and see who goes where. Because after the goal, somebody just jumped Embach.
In the corner, yep.
All right, they'll sort this one out as Zarnausen's got a penalty.
He's in the middle of all that stuff, and he's not that big of a guy.
Yeah. And who else? It's going to be Muir.
Muir's in there. And Embach was into a scrap. I mean, he was throwing punches, so we'll see if anything comes from that. But we're going to have to see here. Hold on to your hat.
9:02 of the period. What do we have? There's a conversation in progress right now.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's
on the ice.
I think it's
all right, they're going to have conversation. We'll wait for the official edict here and see what we do.
Referee's got the puck outside the blue line.
So there will be no goal.
No goal, yeah. It was so loud. The crowd was so high as they would cross the blue line. It happened so fast. They crossed it. The man took the shot. Komets got a deflection on it. It was in the net while the ref. I was watching the linesman, and you could see him blowing the whistle.
The play
pointing.
was offside.
Yep.
Here are the penalties for Toledo's number 20, Scott Zarnausen. Komets number 23, Garrett Muirs, each 2 minutes roughing. Time the penalty is 9 minutes, 2 seconds.
Well, Embach got his 2 cents worth on that. They're scrapped there. He had somebody down. He drilled them pretty good. So they're fighting hard right now, and they're mean and want this game badly, the Komets.
All right, here we go. As Hurd into the faceoff sends it back to the Fort Wayne corner. Saul there. One forecheck is going to be Bushbach. Came back up. Komets. Now they set it up the middle. Go. Here we come. Into the zone. Flip deep into the corner. Going after it hard all the way down the wall as Komets pick it back up. Fighting for it. Hurd coming up the wall, trying to get away from Schwinnard. They still try to move it up the wall. Good hit. Hurd got it back. Komets from the point. Here it is. Drive wide up the wall. Pick back up. Komets couldn't finish it off. Coming back in a hurry this time will be Saul. Trying to back it off. Here's Bushbach walking out front. Can't play it down the wall. They take it away. Look out. In front of the net. Komets get it back.
Embach's tired. Get off the ice.
Yep, he's got to get off pretty soon. And look out right up the middle. Man, what a giveaway that was. Here we come again. Change them up. Change them up. Up the wall, here we come again.
In and over.
Into the zone, way over the top, and down it goes into the Toledo corner. Picked up that time by Perlini. And here comes Sims with the puck. Perlini got him tied up into the corner, and now out they break, and here they come to center. Jenks wide pass right side going into the zone. Cannot get by Tam. They're looking at the net. It goes wide. Came all the way back to center ice. Once again, Toledo with Sims on the attack. What do we got here?
Still 4 against 4.
They left that 2-1 score up on the board, by the way. It should be, yeah. All right, here we come, back at the line. Good defensive move that time as they pick their man hard. Here we come, back up ice we come, moving hard. Lowry's chased from behind, moves it into the zone. He's got it back. Take it deep. Nope, he gave it away. Wrong place. Into the zone. Here we come. Boris going wide left, trying for the shot. Blocked by the Komets. Up ice, it's Lowry. Cross rink pass into the zone. Trying to get to it. Daniels. He's there. Cross rink we come. Pistilli.
Walking
out
in.
front. A drive and a save. Rebound out front. Get a shot. Get a shot. Here it comes, Tam. They knock that one down. In comes Faille. He's got it back. Out they come. Looking. Faille in front of the net. Out at the point. From the point, kept in Daniels.
5
Around
on
behind
5
the net.
now.
Picked up now by Muirs. Muirs can't play it. Back behind the net again. Moving is Pistilli. Gets away from another forecheck. They look for a man to cover a point. Can't get him yet. Down deep into the zone. Driving hard and tying it up onto the wall. Big scrum going, but up with the puck. Here they come. All the way to the point. Here's a drive by Faille. I should say Stahl got a drive. Back up they come again. Turn back into the zone and off behind the net. Here we come. And that time, I mean, what a run that Boris took at his guy in the corner. Behind the net, coming up on the wall left side. Moving is Sarkozen to the Fort Wayne line. Intercepted a drive.
They're going to get both of them. Crowder's going to go, and I don't know if they're going to give Toledo the retaliation penalty or not, but Crowder went at him. Got the hands up into the face area. Toledo box is open, but I don't know if they're going to get the penalty.
Oh, that came at 11:48.
Roughing Crowder. Not a good call there.
2 minutes roughing.
Not a good call.
Well, he was defending himself more than anything else on that one. Here we go. This is Komet Hockey.
Introducing the new Subway Simple 6 menu. 6 of our best 6-inch subs, now in made just for you meals. For just $6 every day.
I got it made fresh at Subway.
Take your pick from 6 of our best subs, like the Italian BMT, tender turkey breast, sweet onion chicken teriyaki, and more. With a 21-ounce drink and a bag of chips, the new Simple 6 menu is value made simple every day. Yeah, you so got it made.
Subway.
Prices and participation may vary. Additional charges for extras plus tax. See stores for menu selections. Prices higher in Alaska and Hawaii.
Sweating through another barn burner at your team's bar?
Sure am.
Wish you had some ice-cold refreshment?
You bet.
Then Coors Light may be right for you. Could result in meeting new people. Epic fist bumps, epic forearm bumps, epic or chest bumps, touchdown dancing, break dancing, line dancing, dancing like nobody's watching, awesome refreshment for the win, and one-of-a-kind Rocky Mountain cold refreshment. Ask your bartender for Coors Light today.
Definitely.
When cold refreshment calls, Coors Light answers. Frost brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. With great beer comes great responsibility.
And now back to Komet Hockey with Bob Chase.
Face-off deep in the Fort Wayne zone. Power play Toledo coming up. Schwab into the draw against the Komets. Lowry. Out they come top. No play. They'll whistle it down and do it again. One more time, Schwab and Lowry in the face-off off to the right of Komets goaltender Pat Nagle. 33-16, shots on goal. Komets dig for it. They got it behind the net. Oh, look out up the far wall. It's Schrocky turning it out.
Play, got it out.
Back they come at the line, moving it back up on the wall right side. Here comes Toledo. Back in his zone. Schwab up top, feeds it off to the trailer left side. In goes Schrock, trying to play it again. The point man sending it right side now. Oh, look out front of the net. It is wide. They can't get the shot away again.
Intercepted
and
Schrock.
A good move by Schrock because he took his guy down. Here they come one more time. Can't get the play all the way up top. Bernardson can't get it. On the way deep right side. Man on the slide is Schwab. He tries for it again. Can't play. Sending it deep into the corner. Up they come on the wall. Can't get to the puck again. Zernausen trying to the shot.
Rebound.
They jam out front. No further
Nagle
play.
got a hold of it.
Got her down and hangs on. 1:20 still left in the power play. 7:32 left in the game. 2-1 Komets, and this is Komet Hockey.
Oh, wow. Can you say good morning? I just discovered a new way to start my day off right. It's Tim Hortons Cafe and Bake Shop's new Right Start Turkey Sausage Breakfast Sandwich. An amazing combination of fresh spinach, cheese, and an egg white omelet on an English muffin. It is 300 calories of delicious. And that, my friends, is all kinds of right. Gotta love your morning with Tim Hortons Cafe and Bake Shop. Great tasting breakfast, amazing coffee.
At participating U.S. restaurants for limited time.
You are listening to Comet Hockey with Bob Chase, Radio Ringside.
All right, here we come. Komets dump the puck back in the Toledo corner and change the penalty kill. Toledo starting behind their own net, working their way back up ice. A little trailer on the play, giving off this time to Burschbaugh into the zone. Komets break it up. Oh, my. Almost had it going in the corner. Severin in trying to steal it. Can't get to it again. Here they come into the Fort Wayne zone. Pick back up, and way up ice we go. Inside the Toledo zone again. Sims coming around, turning it back now. Feeds off to his defender, Schwinnard. Schwinnard coming right up the middle. Got a man up top. Good move, Saul. Hanging on. No further action.
There's a little rough after it. Saul took the man and rolled him into the boards behind him after the backhand. Sticks came up and everything. So the referee stand there. I don't think there's going to be called.
No.
Saul's got a few things to say to defend himself as the flow of the play was going that way, and that's where the collision came from. So no penalties on it.
6:36 left in the match. 2-1 Komets here in Game 6 as they need this one to tie the series to go back to Game 7, which would be in Toledo Wednesday night at 7:30. Face-off in the Fort Wayne zone to the left of Pat Nagle, the Komets goaltender.
Yeah, Saul had a few things to say to Mercer as the stick came up, and he didn't like that.
24 seconds left on the penalty. Big draw here. Lowry heads into the draw against Jenks, and Lowry ties his guy up. Out it comes to the point, though. Look out, trying to get a screenshot.
Save Nagle.
Turned out of the zone. Nagle's headed all the way.
15
now back in the
power
corner.
play.
Here they come again. Komets are there as Saul around the wall, and
off
it's all the way off the glass, and the face-off will stay inside the Fort Wayne zone with 11 seconds left on the power play.
They may be saying it's going outside. Yeah, it's going outside.
Yeah.
Saying that it hit a Toledo player on the shot, deflected up and over the glass.
We'll take it.
And that's a good break for us.
33-19 shots on goal, 10-6 right now, as we will change them up. Ready. Hurd will go into the draw in the neutral zone. Hurd ties up his guy, moves it right back to the Toledo D. Crosswink Schwinnard sending it into the corner, off behind the net. Here comes Tam. Tam tries to wheel it back out, can't get it. Out they come. Hurd can't get to it. He's
all even, 5-on-5.
Off behind the net, here they come. In goes Hurd, bumps his guy off the play. Go! Komets have it. Here they come, wide left. Good lead pass into the zone. Here come the Komets in front of the net as overskating that one. Who was it? Komet winger, I believe it was Pastelli. Here comes the Jenks, the winger, coming back with the play. They miss it wide. 5.5 to go. Here we come as over center Martin has his pocket pick. Down it comes all the way back into the corner.
Icing.
And it'll be touched up by Saul. The icing call will take the face-off right back inside the Toledo zone. 5:39 left in the match. 2-1 Komets. This is Komet Hockey.
With 21 Alive, your voice matters, and it could take you to the track for the Indianapolis 500 experience. Look for special news report threads on our Facebook page. Play the preview and ask us a question. Then watch Wednesdays on 21 Alive News at 6. If your post's highlighted, you'll win 4 tickets to the Indy 500, plus Carp Day tickets, tailgate packs, and VIP passes for you and your friends. Race for the checkered flag each week with the Indy 500 experience from 5-Star Distributing and 21 Alive.
This is Komet Hockey.
To the net, Saul.
Komets are at it now, trying to pump it. They're keeping it alive in the zone. They get it again. Here's a drive, another save by Conway. They're really peppering him now. Here they come back up the wall. It goes to center. Saul got a piece of that one. Fights his guy off on the play. Took his man. Nice back check by Fort Wayne, but an offside call. As piled up is Saul and I believe Daniels down inside the Fort Wayne blue line at the time. But that takes care of that. Whistle blows, and we are going to get for an offside against Toledo. The face-off in the neutral zone. 5:01 left in the match. 2-1. Komets hold the lead.
Full line change by both teams right now, so hold on to them, guys.
Oh, baby. All right, back comes Faille into the draw against Schwab. As Schwab picks it up, driven deep by the D-man Sims behind the Fort Wayne net. They take a swing at it. Daniels can't come up with it. Up the wall, they dump it right back inside the Toledo corner. Chased down there by Sims. Sims is chased behind the net by Muirs. Up they come as at the Fort Wayne line. Cross rink, wide left side, going to the wall this time. Stejskal. Stejskal can't play it. He's jammed off the play. Up with it, the Komets. Here they come. Cross rink on the way. Lead pass is good over center as it's turned in by Muirs. And Muirs is hit after the play. Around the wall they come, moving it back up the boards. Komets keep it alive as Muirs gets even that time momentarily. Here they come into the zone, all the way deep into the corner. Off behind the net, it is Stejskal trying to make the play. Komets jam away. Up ice we come as it's down all the way back. Here's the race on as Strachey going hard on the play. Does he get there? He's there, yeah. Strachey beats his man to the puck. Here they come, back in the corner. Strachey down, pinned to the wall by Lampy. Down they go again. Komets on the wall. One more time as out they come. Komets fight for the puck. Behind the net, still have it. They got a point man if they can get it to him. Here they come, back in the corner, round behind the net. This time it's Lowry. Lowry going wide. He's tied up by Stejskal. Up with the puck. Komets get it again. Fighting deep into the zone. This time will be Faille. Faille comes loose. No, it's Severin. He's up top on the wall, down left side. They look at the net. This one blocked, and hanging on is the goaltender.
Conway makes the save.
Ooh, what a forecheck that time.
What a good shift that there. Severin, Crowder, and
Strachey, I believe.
Strocker in the middle of all that.
3:29 left, and like you say, you keep them in their end, they can't find the other end.
That's right.
Whoa, baby. 3:29 still on the clock. It's 2-1 Komets, and this is Komet Hockey.
Here's some good policy from your local agent and Auto Owners Insurance. When your insurance policy comes from us, it comes with something extra, a real person. Don't buy from an insurance company with an 800 number and a voicemail menu. Auto Owners Insurance operates exclusively through local, independent agencies here to help you 24/7. Now that's good policy.
For all your insurance needs, visit Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn. Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
Back we come to the draw inside the Toledo zone to the right of their goaltender, Neil Conway. Big face-off again. Komets try for it, but it goes to the corner. They'll do it all over again. Faille into the draw. He's ready. Whoa, just wide of the net as Jenks pulled it down into a corner. Here they come. Komets again. Picked off from behind is Pastilli. They jam for it on the wall. Can't get it again. Faille is tripped. No call made there.
Well, they're both
the wall.
the puck.
Yep. Everybody at it. Here we come into the corner again. Big goal. Faille gets a good hit on his man. They scrum for it. Down deep in the corner. Pastilli kind of floating in, waiting to see if the biscuit will come to his basket. Up we come. At the net. Turned away. Up with it comes Nightingale behind the net. He feeds it loose the other side. And Komets got it back again.
There.
What's that?
That could have been a trip there, and it isn't called.
Komets get it back into the zone. That one broken up. Komets finished their line change, and behind the net, Conway feeds it back around the wall. Komets get it back. Oh, up top. Here they go. Sweeping it back in the corner. Down they come on the wall. Embach going in deep, ties his guy up. Puck now, Komets. Here's Hurd. Hurd looking, can't find anybody. Trying to find a player. What do we have?
Embach's going to go, and I think 20's going to go.
So as long as they both go,
chopping at each other.
Yeah, they did. So Zarnausen.
Yeah, we lose Embach. That's not good. He's a good man for us to either score or obviously come out of our own zone. So
all right, time of that one was 17:31.
But for the last minute and a half, Toledo has not been able to get out of the zone because of the fierce forechecking by the Komets.
For Toledo's number 20, Scott Zarnausen. Komets number 15, Mike Embach. Each 2 minutes slashing.
Slash. All right. right, we're 4 aside. Face-off staying deep inside the Toledo zone. Off to the left of Neil Conway. 2-1 Komets here as we have everybody who came still right where they are. They're only using the front half of the seat, Rod.
Yeah, 52-46 still here.
All right, here we come. Lowry looks for the draw on the corner. Turn back deep now as around we come one more time. Schrocky and Hart chasing Chouinard behind the net. He's all over him again. Up they come. Schrocky still on him. Out it comes.
4-on-4.
Lampy going the other way, sending wide into the corner. Mercier there. He can't get away from Kucera, though. Kucera ties him up on the wall. Up they come. In goes Lacoste. Lacoste with the puck. Got to move it in a hurry. Oh, he's got a way out. Give it to him. Give it to him. Here we go. Left wing. Now he gives it to him late. But here's a drive. Rebound right out front. Good shot. Good play. Here they come the other way. Toledo trying to get away. Lampy taking a look. Where's he going? Directly out to center ice into the zone. Hard they come. Left wall. Broken up. Komets. Down it goes wide of the net. Komets get it back. Here comes the goaltender.
Take a look. Take a look. You got him out of the net halfway.
Here we come. He was only halfway. Couldn't finish it off. Here we come again. Pistilli at the net and hanging on.
Conway holds on again.
Conway was on the way, and all of a sudden the play changed, and he ran into his own D-man getting back home.
Well, he was coming out, but then all of a sudden the forechecking wasn't there for Toledo, and they waved him back from the bench, and he was caught halfway. Komets never saw it, and the puck carrier threw it up the wing, and they went right in, got a backhand as Conway got back of the net. 135.
Yep, that's what's left. It's 2-1 Komets.
4-on-4 right now. Lots of ice.
Faille looks for that draw. He ties up Schwab in the face-off circle. They still battle for the biscuit. It came loose, and Toledo's got it. Up top, Schwab slowly getting up on the play. Now they send it around the far wall. He takes the pass and works towards center. Here comes the goaltender all the way to the bench. Into the zone, they come wide. Deep into the corner. Behind the net, it's going to be the Komets. Oh, they gave it away. Behind the net again. Martin couldn't finish the play. Man out top trying to get a shot. Can't get the shot. Man in front of the net. Still no play. Up they come. Off behind the net. It went wide left side. Here comes Saul on the play. He gets it back. Ties up his man.
Last minute.
Tying it up on the board. Schwab going in hard. Nicely taken off by Birchbaugh. Birchbaugh can't play.
It's going to get out.
It comes, and it's out at center ice.
No, they stop
said no?
No, they blow it. Yeah, they blow it. Good call by the Komets. Awful close. The player pinched in to try to get it, and he did not get it. The linesman was right there. He made the call. Face-off will come outside.
And just to make it sure, Faille plants a dandy on the guy at the point trying to move it around. Yeah. Look out. Here we come.
21 seconds on the penalties to Embach, and that'll bring us back to 5 against 6 as the goaltender is still out of the net. Face-off outside the Komet zone.
All right, here we come. Empty net at the other end. Let's see where we're going to go. Timeout call by Toledo. And with that call, 50 seconds on the clock. This is Komet hockey.
Oh. Yeah. Good night's sleep? Then get over to one of Mattress Firm's 4 locally owned showrooms, including our Super Center on Coliseum Boulevard. Bring in your Komet game ticket stub to receive 15% off Sealy Posturepedic, Stearns & Foster, and Hampton & Rhodes. Mattress Firm has the largest selection of all these brands and every Tempur-Pedic available. Mattress Firm offers easy credit and payment terms up to 5 years at 0% APR. Nobody sells for less. Mattress Firm, nationally known, locally owned. America's #1 sleep shop. Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Colligan & Company in Fort Wayne.
Yeah, wait for the face-off. Plus in 21 seconds, they don't dare take a chance on an empty net. Really. But Lacoste still scares me, though.
Yeah, well, he's not on the ice, is he?
He is right now.
Oh, God, I don't know why they got him out there.
All right, here we come, ready for the face-off. Oh, look out, down in the zone, broken up. Komets have it. Here they come at center. Look out. Knocked down in front of the net. Here we come into the wall. Around behind the net. Out front we come again. This one all the way back inside the Toledo zone. Picked up again. Up ice, trying to move it wide. Firk coming to
30
center.
seconds.
Driving off the play, in comes Birchbach. Birchbach turning it into the corner. Hey, look out. They can't get the play there again.
Embach's
nice
on the ice right now.
Embach got his man cleared out all the way cross rink. Walking in a drive and a score.
Darn it.
Furk gets the goal.
Yeah, they got it over there to Furk, and Furk walked in on the offside. As Nagles came out to challenge him, he got him on the short side, on the stick side, and it's in the net before he can stop it.
Furk's an American leaguer, and he's a good hockey player.
Well, they moved it around enough, and they got him wide open. He's the extra man on the ice, and they hit the man they had to hit.
So we got a tie game with 18 seconds left in period 3, and unless a miracle occurs somewhere, we're going to OT. See what's going to go on here.
Furk.
Yep, Furk at 1942 will get the assist when they announce him, and we're back at center ice. Lowry in, waiting to see who's coming out, and they'll get the face-off as Crowder goes to the draw. Crowder will face it off against Jenks. Crowder ties it up, but it goes deep inside the wings, or the Toledo zone, as Chouinard moving it back up top. Komets get it back
Toledo
again.
Goal.
Turn back.
His third of the playoffs, scored by number 19, Martin Furk.
Look out, here we come.
Assisting on the goal, number 20, Scott Zarnausen, and number 10, Shane Birschbach. Time to go 19 minutes.
There
40.
we get him. Up comes the buzzer. End of regulation, and we're looking at a 2-2 tie, which says we're going to clean this old ice sheet and send it back for an overtime. And what's new with overtimes in Fort Wayne against the Toledo Walleyes in playoffs? Eh?
Well, we outshoot them 15-7 in that period. We score one, and they score one, and they get one at 19:42 to tie it up, and that's a heartbreaker for them because they had everything under control, doing what they wanted to do. They lose the face-off, and Toledo finally gets control. They move it around. They do not panic, and they found the guy Furk, the extra man, over here in the off wing, and he came in behind everybody who was in the center part of the ice, and as he came in on the short side, he had enough just to get Nagles, as he had Nagles coming over to try to come out to challenge him, and he caught the inside of the post.
So here we go. And at least the folks are getting their money's worth on Mother's Day, huh?
Tell me about it. I think they had their money's worth. They were glad to get the cards and go home.
Oh, goodness.
That's the way it goes.
Well, we have to have faith in the OT because we've been successful with it at home every trip.
Yeah.
And at least we came in, and we came in with a lead for a change.
Well,
and they answered us.
Yeah, and the last two games that were here in the Coliseum, we had to tie them, and then we win in the overtime. So now that they had to come back and use all the energy they had to try to score, we'll see if we can come out and get that quick goal.
Oh, my. So it's been a wild and woolly game from start to finish. The penalties have increased as the period has gone. Embach had given us that 2-1 lead at 7:50, and then Furk at 19:42 gets the tie 2-2 at the end of regulation in Game 6, and we will now head to OT.
That's not unusual in the building.
Not at all, is it?
Yeah.
But again, when you look at what's gone on here, these are two teams that are kind of different in talent. Yes, I think Toledo maybe has more depth and talent, but when we decide we come to play, we're so tenacious that we overcome some of our shortfalls with our energy.
Well, exactly. And then with about 5 minutes to go in the game, Schrock started it where the puck was dumped down into the Toledo zone. He beat the defenseman to the puck, outraced him, got the puck, and the forechecking started. And for about 3 minutes there, Toledo never got out of their own zone. Then a penalty came up to Embach and to the other Toledo player, number 20.
Yeah.
And they both ended up in the box. So they had to play a 4-on-4, which gave them a lot of more room out there and tougher to forecheck. And the Komets weren't able to get in there as quick. Toledo moved the puck around, and they finally got the puck into the Komet zone where they got the goalie out, and the pressure started. So it was just a matter of the way the pressure was going to go. Were they going to get the wide open man? They called the timeout. They took their time, and they got the play they wanted, and they got it to the man they wanted to get.
Well, and they got it to a guy who's one of their big sharpshooters. And Furk, he's down from the American League Grand Rapids Griffins. He got the only 2 goals in Game 1 in Toledo to spark it there. This is his third of his playoffs, but he made no mistake, short side, and he didn't have anything to shoot at except a couple of inches on the post, and he beat him.
Well, and the thing is, they want to get the goalies moving, and Nagles was on the other side because the puck was on the far side to the defenseman. The defenseman threw it across the one defenseman and then across to Furk, who then Nagles had to come all the way across to get to position. And as he was moving, that's when Furk let the quick shot go.
So there we are. So we got a brand new hockey game starting here.
Yes, we do. So.
Might as well be 0-0 for all it's worth. But anyway, somebody's going to have to win it in OT. And at home, the Komets have had that gift and that hockey luck to somehow find a way to get it done.
Yep.
We've had Crowder get one, and we also have had Martin get one, overtime goals.
Yeah.
And we need it now because of the series at 3-2 Toledo in order to go back to Toledo, which is a lovely city, and I want to go back. It means we have to get the first goal, and we'll get on the bus on Wednesday.
Yeah, well, the game 3 was actually scored at 6:09. Embach was the one that got it in the overtime. And then game 4, that was in overtime, Martin got the goal in overtime, and that came at 5:33. So things happen within the first 6 minutes of the period. So don't sit down too quick because they're going to be ready to go for something here in the next 6 minutes.
So the crowd, they're probably out at the concessions. You know what normally happens, concessions lock up right after the third period gets along. And I remember years ago we had a situation where the management at that time complained to us, the hockey club, that they were just not having enough time to sell concessions. And so they lengthened number 1, the between periods play. And so what happens a couple nights later, big snowstorm, Port Huron's coming to town. They were delayed an hour and a half. And by the time the game started, the concessions were out of food. They didn't complain that night.
Yeah. Well, there's been a lot of times, too, in overtime they've gone more than 5 minutes, and they've gone a couple of periods and longer. So they'll keep them open now when they get into the playoff hockey.
No doubt about that. Take what you can and grab it while it's there. The only guys that never get to eat in the overtime are Robbie and me. But we can handle that, Skin.
Yeah, well, they're flooding the ice right now, so we got about 9 minutes. So if you're out in the hallway out there, enjoy what you're eating and drinking and get ready for the overtime.
All right, so as we look at the tally sheet, things are pretty well even up and down the line. In the shots on goal department for the Komets, Pistilli's got 7 shots. Tam has 6. Martin has 3. Hurd has 3. Embach has 3. Daniels 2. Lowry 2. Saul has 2. And Schrock has 2. 1 shot goes to Faille, 1 shot to Severin, 1 shot to Crowder, 1 shot to Perlini, and that's it. The only guys who didn't score or didn't get a shot on goal were Nagle and Will, and that's pretty obvious, isn't it? And did we have another one? Yeah, Kucera is the only other guy who did not get at least 1 shot on goal. So that's not bad. What you want to do is shoot. We're getting the shots. In fact, a total of 37, while Toledo picked up only 20 shots so far on the night. But Ferk had 4 of those shots. Elsewhere, 3 shots went to bonus. And it was 2-2-2 down from there. But Ferk, the guy who got the ties, the guy who's had most of the shots, 4 of them out of the 20 that Toledo has had so far in this contest. So they're flooding her up right now, getting ready for period number 4. And we'll be ready with that. So let's see.
The last 3 games we've had at home here, we've outshot them 36-21. We outshot them 32-26, and then we've outshot them 37-20. So we know what we want to do. We just haven't put the puck in enough times. As a result, only 1-1 in the first game, 2-2 going in, and this one here 2-2. So not a lot of goals. 5 goals scored in regulation time by both teams. So we usually like to see a lot more goals than that.
Yeah, of course, philosophy is if you shoot enough, the goaltender's getting tired. By the time you get to OT, he's a good pick.
Yeah, there's not much you can say wrong about both these goaltenders. And even Lurg, the other goaltender. They've all played great. They've all kept their teams in it when they've had to. And give credit to the goaltenders. Give credit to the defense. Both teams have worked hard. They play bump and grind. A lot of block shots out in front there that you don't realize. And those defensemen take a lot of beating in the shins and in the ankles.
They sure do. And everybody, nobody's leaving anything left behind because they don't play again until Wednesday, so put it on the line.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And sleep tonight.
Yeah, they're not worried about anything else other than try to win this game, and whatever happens, happens. But, yeah, well, they'll worry about Wednesday night once this game is finished and over.
So they're not warming the bus up yet.
No.
Well, you know, whatever happens, what we've seen here tonight has been one whale of a hockey game.
Yeah, there's no doubt. This has been 3 solid periods all the way through. The Komets came out with their best first period at home here and really put it to them and worked hard on it, outshooting them 11-4. There was no goal scored in it, if anything, and Toledo had to defend themselves pretty good, which they did. And then, of course, the last 2 periods have been pretty good, and the third period was very good from a Komet standpoint, but except for the last 10 seconds.
Well, how big is that offside now, eh?
Well, there's no doubt about that. So
any goal canceling action is that, but
yeah, it was offside. The blue line's right in front of me here, and I could see it offside. And the linesman, in credit to him, he put his arm up right away. He was blowing the whistle, and the action went so fast right to the net. The crowd was into it, and nobody could hear the whistle. But he headed right for the referee as soon as everything stopped and was saying no goal, no goal. So he was all over it.
So what do we expect in the OT? More of that close checking hockey, actually playoff hockey, because I don't care how long you play for that goal, and you don't get reckless because you're still even, baby. Don't take any chances. Yeah. Hope they make the mistake.
Yeah, and the mistake is the thing that you're trying to get. But the first thing you want to do, let's get that first shot on goal. You get the first shot, you've got the first chance. So every shot counts in playoff hockey. And what's funny about playoff hockey, when you take the shot, it's the rebound, the loose puck after it, that things happen so quickly because everybody's falling to play up.
Indeed it is, and that's one of the advantages Toledo seems to be able to hold on to. Their D are so big and so strong, and boy, do they protect that goaltender on the rebounds.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. And again, the Komet defense has done a great job tonight. Lacoste is back in the lineup, and he's been out for 3 games or so, 3 or 4 games. So give him a lot of credit that he's been able to stay up with everybody and do what he has to do and play a pretty solid game.
He's a gamer all the time. Yeah. He's not the flashiest card in the deck by any means, but he's, again, a fundamental guy, and they team him up, of course, with the rookie out there, Kosera, and the two of them are playing pretty darn good together.
I believe it's his 3rd year, and the first year he's here, he may have won the championship in the old UHL.
Right, yeah.
And then, of course, last year's season, and then he's back this year. So he's been around. He's a good kid to have on the hockey team.
Right now, ice has been flooded. Nets are back in place. Couple minutes left, and we will be ready to propel the Gladiators back onto the arena. Looking briefly in the way it's gone in the first period tonight, nothing but penalties. Lampe for Toledo at 9:42. Also Hurd, they picked up roughs. 12:20, Embach picks off a rough, and then Nightingale and Saul a fight at 18:44. 11-4, shots on goal favored the Komets. Second period, Furk a trip at 3-2-3. Perlini picked up the goal at 5 minutes. And the assist on that went to Martin and Faille. And let's see. Faille, okay, it was a power play goal. Crowder interference at 8:24. And then it was Muirs closed his hand on the puck at 11:51. And Holmstrom from Daniels at 16:23 tied at 1-1 at the end of 2. Embach came back with a big move, huge pressure in the third period at 7:50 as he got the goal. Hurd with a beautiful setup, and the other assist went to Tam. In that period, Jenks had a hold at 6:07, and Daniels had an unsportsmanlike at 6:07. It was a 4-on-4 goal. And Zernausen and then Muirs go in for roughing at 9:02. Crowder a rough at 11:48. Zernausen picked up another slash with Embach at 17:31, and while they were 4-on-4, pulled the goaltender, and Furk at 19:42 with the manpower advantage inside the Fort Wayne zone on a weak side play on a good pass that came all the way side to side. Bang, gets the goal to tie it, and that's where we are right now, tied at 2 goals apiece. And shots on goal, as we see them there, is 37-20. And the Komets were outshot 7-5. Or no, they were. I'm sorry. We lead it all. Yeah.
We outshoot them 15.
We outshoot them 15-7. So here we go. Back comes the referee and back come the linesman.
Yep.
And the Gladiators will be here in a moment. The fans are back in their seats. The ice looks nice and clean. It's a shame to have to mess it up, but I hope we do.
And it looks like the only other game going tonight, Allen is at Rapid City playing. Allen is leading that series 3-1. And then the South Carolina series, they don't start till tomorrow. South Carolina's in Florida. They're leading that series 3-2, but they haven't lost in Florida. So it'd be interesting to see if that goes any further. So back on the ice, Toledo.
There's some pretty darn good playoff schedules going, I'll tell you. The parity of the league is excellent. Everybody's knocking everybody else off. And here we come as Pat Nagle leads the Komets out, and they'll defend the goal down to our right in this fourth period of hockey as Nagle sets up shop there. The Komets will attack from right to left on your radio dial, and we'll see how things go here as we get them all pumped up. And the faithful are hanging in and starting to make some noise. And let's hope we make just the right kind of noise ASAP.
Referees out there, they're having their little powwow and a talk to each other. And you stop and think they have to get themselves excited too. They're in a pretty intense game right now. They talk to each other, try to make sure they got their signals together, and talk to each other so that they're ready to go. And when that puck's dropped, they're on their top-notch effort.
Yep, they're an important team in this team play situation. No doubt about it. The linesmen have been good all the way through this series, Robbie. I thought they're sharp on the lines, doing it well. And like I say, back there, they called one back, which was a bang-bang at the blue line, but nevertheless offside.
And this referee's been pretty good this year.
I don't remember seeing him.
Yeah, he could have called a lot more penalties and a lot more things. But, when you get Joe Ernst here, they talk to the referees before the game. They say, hey, here's the style of the game they're playing. These are the guys to watch. These are the guys out there doing it. A little pushing and shoving, but you got to be patient. You want to establish it, call a couple penalties early and go from there. So they give them a little review of what the referees are getting themselves in.
That's why you need experienced referees for playoffs.
Yep, that's right.
It's a different rule book. Here we come. At center ice, it will be Lowry. Going to the draw, back to the Toledo defense, picked off there as it's Nightingale sending it wide into the Fort Wayne zone. Chased down. Oh, come on. They threw it away right off the bat. Here we come. Nice save right off the bat.
Yeah, there's the first shot we talked about.
Lowry throws it blindly up the wall. Walking in to pick it off and getting the shot was the D-man coming out to play the point.
Faceoff will stay in the Komet zone. Nagels makes the first save. That's got to make him feel good. Get to feel the puck again. Get right back into the action.
So Lowry into the faceoff against Holmstrom. Off to the right of Nagels one more time. And ready to jump on it. Nothing going. Try it again. And offside on the play is Mercier already for Toledo. Komets take the draw. Here we come back up the middle. Look out. Turn to the line. Get at it. And Schrocky kind of let it go. Here they come back into the zone all the way wide. Can't play it again. Wide. Broken up at the net. Here comes Schrocky going hard to the corner. Help him. Help him. On the wall. He's got it back. He's still got it. Here comes Severin. Severin on the wall. They pin him. Schrocky trying to dig it out. Going hard down in the corner. Banging away his Furk. Furk can't get the puck. Out comes Severin, but he's all tied up. Jumping back at it is Furk. And they dig. Severin digging, and it came wide, but the whistle blows.
That's a good whistle there. You can't fool around with that too much.
So the faceoff will stay on the Toledo zone to the right of their goaltender, Neil Conway. And the overtime is underway. We have already spent 46 seconds of it.
Yeah, and both lines change up as they get ready. Fresh troops out there as the faceoff in the Toledo zone.
Hurd back ready into the draw as he will do the faceoff against A.J. Jenks. Big one here. Hurd's got it all the way up top. Here we come again as it's Tam sending it down the wall, far side. Daniels going in behind the net. Here Komets all the way at the point. From the point, they fake it. They've got it.
On the net.
Got saved into the corner. Here we come again. Daniels, he's hit, comes up with it all the way to the point. Look out, and he
went outside.
He stick handled it outside the blue line.
Yep. Offside. Face-off will go outside.
So here we come. Face-off neutral zone. Komets change them up again.
Both of them change them up. Toledo's big line comes out in the ice right now. Schwab goes to center.
Yeah, these guys can scoot. Yeah. Barnes along with
Birchbach.
Yeah. Getty ready. Here comes Faille ready for the draw. Ready again. It goes to Toledo. Played by Chouinard, the D-man, off behind the net. They're working their way back up center, going wide left side. They won't let them get any space in the corner. Here we come, as this time it is Saul trying to play it. Man out front. Komets trying to come loose with it. Long cross-ring pass going hard to the corner. It'll be all the way to center. Oh, come on. Saul was backing in. They got a man out front of the net. Take care of him. Here they come at the line, going deep in the side. Round they come behind the net. Can't get the shot away. All the way to the point right. Left point. Here's a drive. Blocked. They get it back again. Wide of the net. Coming up with this one. Komets trying to get it out, which they don't do. In the corner. Komets are slow. Look out. They go wide up top. Oh, it's missed. Here they come at center. Here's Pistelli. In he goes. He's glide. He can't find his man. Front of the net. And it's deflected on a good defensive move.
Man, look out.
The winger coming back hard. Coming in now. Look out. Barnes coming wide. It's blocked again. Komets with it one more time. Here it is. Going in hard. It's going to be Lowry. Leaves it off. And a drive. Coursera behind the net. Back out it comes in front. Komets trip to the ice. Off to the corner. Crowder can't play it. Turn back. Flip to center ice. And down they come in the Fort Wayne zone. All the way up for the touch and the icing and the face-off. All the way back in the Toledo zone as we are underway in the first overtime period. We're tied here 2-2. Komets and Toledo. It is game 6. A must-win for the Komets to keep the series alive.
Yep, face-off stays in the Toledo zone as Lowry out there taking the draw.
Lowry into the draw against Holmstrom. Off to the left of the goaltender Conway. Ready. Lowry's got it all the way up top.
Get the shot.
Shoot it. Way behind the net. Gets Crowder with it again. Crowder gets away again. But his pocket is picked that time as it's Zernausen coming up with the puck to center ice. And they go along the zone. Can't get it away. Good defensive move as it was the Komet rookie D-man Coursera who picked his guy off on the play. Up the wall they come. Coursera banging away. Down they come in the corner. Look out. Behind the net. Here we go. Lacoste has room. Up ice he comes. Lead pass into the zone. It's all the way deep. Here they come. Back our zone. Zernausen coming wide. Played off the far wall. Good hit, Crowder. Crowder's got it. Moving it back out. He's picked off. Should be interference on the play. No call made. Back up they come as a good hard hit that time as Severin smears his guy. Take a look. All the way up at center into the zone. Here they go, going hard, and it's off the side of the net, turned deep into the corner. Around behind the net, cruising is Embach. Embach can't get his man picked off. Up they come. Embach's got it back, sends it down in the zone as Muirs dumps it deep. Chouinard back to play for Toledo, working his way back out of the zone. He's hit by Muirs. Up the ice they come, towards center. Rushing is Rogers to the Komet line. Can't get by the D as he's knocked off the play hard by Tam. Up the wall on the pinch. They come out with it, and at center, Komets have it back. Oh, give it to him into the zone. Here comes Hurd. He's there. Shot. Save.
Offside. Offside. You didn't hear the whistle.
All righty, back they come. A little scrum in the corner. Hurd just kind of skates away from it.
Well, Hurd took the shot. I guess he never heard the whistle, and that's what the Toledo players getting upset about, as they never heard the whistle, and Hurd taking the shot on the goaltender. He makes the save anyways.
So they'll change him up again as they're protecting the face-off circle after the offside. So they'll change him around. Whose line's coming out this time? We'll have a look for in just a moment. A lot of conversation out there, skating around, a little confusion. What seems to be the problem? Broken stick they had to pick up. So we're back with the group one more time, as it will be Hurd staying at the center spot. It'll be Embach moving to the left wing. Saul out defending, and here comes the puck into the zone. It's right on the net and hanging on. Conway puts it behind the net. Sims picks it off, trying to move it up the wing. Here they come. Short pass going wide into the zone. Go right to the net. Hanging on is the goaltender. No further play as Nate just says, I've got it.
Yep, he played it carefully. He made sure he got the stick down, then the glove on top of it.
All right, face-off stays in the Fort Wayne zone. We have shots on goal. We've had a couple. They've had a couple, so we're even Steven on the shots. The score stands 2-2. We are in the first overtime period. Komets in Toledo. Changing them up again. Ready. as Faille looks for the draw. Up ice they come, turned wide. At center, driven right back into the zone behind the net. Hurry up. Not too much urgency there on Martin's part, but he's standing around till the whole thing sets up. Here they come across the middle. In goes Pistelli. He's there. He fires. Save on the play. Round behind the net. Komets keep it alive. Pistelli right out front trying to jam it. Pick it off in the corner. Out to the left side. Going after it down the corner deep. Komets on the play trying to move it out. Here we come. At the point, Saul has to back up as moving it is the winger Barnes to the zone.
No
Came back in the Fort Wayne corner.
Line changes by both teams.
Yep, here we come. Saul back up ice all the way in. Weak pass is intercepted. Saul coming back. Has to hold his guy off. Look out on the wing. No further play. Mercier held off the puck that time by the defender Martin as the Komets stifle the play and we'll take the face-off in the Fort Wayne zone. Off to the right of the Komet goaler, Pat Nagle.
Half block shot that way right to Nagles. He grabbed onto that and killed the play right there. Line change, face off in Fort Wayne zone.
All right, back we come one more time as Lowry heads for the draw. We're going to have it set or not.
They got them smack at each other on the far side over there. Referee's going to have to step over there.
Here we come, ready, set again. Up they come, digging for the face-off on the corner, nothing going.
Yeah, they got the linesman worrying about the guy behind him, and he's not dropping the puck.
Yeah, you drop it, somebody else will take care of it. Here we come, down to the corner again. Komets try to play it. Up ice, it's cleared length of the rink. It'll be an icing call. Skating back in a hurry to make the touch is Holmstrom. So back we go all the way into the Fort Wayne zone again. Question on it somewhere.
Yeah.
Why, I don't know. Let's see what it is. Now there's conversation between the linesmen.
Yeah, I don't think they like the drop over there. I think there was a problem with the drop.
So the mistake was that we go to center ice for the face-off rather than calling it an icing. Lowry back in for Fort Wayne on the draw as he and Holmstrom go after it. Lowry tying his guy up, but the puck squirts deep into Nightingale and Toledo working their way back up ice. Komets take care of that one. Up the middle, backhanding it into the corner. Going after it is Schrock around the corner. Boom. Came up the near wall. Komets go in, trying to get a touch on it. They hold it deep in the corner. Here we come all the way. Front of the net. It went wide, left side. In hard on the plate. Turned into the corner. D-man out, but they got him covered, fortunately. On the wall again. Good hit that time by Crowder. Here comes Toledo working their way back up ice. Komets get back in a hurry. Cover the neutral zone. Loose puck squirts up, and here comes the Komet winger Lowry. In goes Lowry on the wall. Tipped nicely deep into the zone. Komets get a line change. Behind the net, Embach drives his man off the play, but Toledo, boom, back up the middle. Almost intercepted in the slot. It just didn't work out, but icing is called as it's touched up by Tam, and we will face it off back inside the Toledo zone. We're in the first OT of a 2-2 tie as the Komets and Toledo here at the Memorial Coliseum.
Almost
work
6
at
minutes.
Game 6. 14:06 still left in the period.
Face out back in Toledo zone.
All right, Hurd ready into the draw. Hurd's he's got it all the way at the point. Here it comes. Here they float it right through and behind the net. Picked up this time by Muirs. Muirs in scrumming for the buck. Embach trying to, right out. Here we come.
Out front.
At the point left. Here it is on the net. Rebound out front, can't play. Jenks back with it. As the Komets knock down in front of the net, they look around to see where the play is going. There they come at the net. Nice save as it came all the way behind the goal. Another one came wide left side. Tam on it. He knocks this guy off. Daniels. Komets are back with it. Oh, what a hit. But they follow it through. Up the middle. Here comes Hurd. He's tripped on the play. No call made. In goes Hurd again. Hurd gets by Schwab. Schwab can't play. Should have been a penalty. He had the puck. Yep. Here we come. All up front. Can't play it. They come back out at center as they will not allow the break. Back it comes, played now by the Fort Wayne D-man Martin. And I don't know what we got going here. As Hurd trying to get away from the play, they dump it right back inside the Toledo corner. Conway leaves it behind the net. Komets get a line change as Toledo looking for the run. Back comes Sims up on the left wall to the Fort Wayne zone. No icing is called. And here we come. Nagles around the wall to Saul. Saul gets away. He's got it back. Coming loose. Komets moving it back up ice. It is all the way to center. Back into the zone. Here we come. Locked on the play. Komets have it again. Here we come wide left side. Unable to take the play. Good move by Faille. Faille fights for it on the zone. No play there. Nightingale picking it up all the way to the right side, and they come on the zone as standing up on the play that time Barnes gets knocked off. Look out. Short pass up the wall. Cross ring pass, and they leave it. Now get it out. Here we come. Wide into the zone. Komets have it. In it goes to Perlini. Perlini can't play. Still on the wall. Can't get it out of the zone. They scrum for it down deep. Fighting hard. Puck squirts loose. Forechecking pressures on. They clear it back up ice. Here comes Furk. Furk coming to center. They watch for him to go. Can't finish the play. Getting away again. Furk going deep on the forecheck by Crowder. Keeps them honest on the play. Now they send it back in the Fort Wayne zone. Take a look. A little short pass out the wall. Giving it away out top. But it does go to neutral ice. Back it comes inside the Toledo zone. D-man Sims picking it off behind the net. Komets get their line changes. Crowder up top. Breaks it up one time. Couldn't it? Wow. Right off Crowder's skate and right to the goaltender. And Conway had a jump on that one.
Yeah, the Toledo defenseman being rushed by Crowder. Chipped the puck towards the goaltender. And fortunately, he was awake with it, and he was able to grab it, handle it, and get the whistle on it. But a miscue right there with a little bit of forechecking from Crowder created a problem.
All right, Hurd back into the face-off circle again against Jenks. Off to the left, the goaltender Conway. Here they come up top. It went wide left side. Here it is at the net. Whoa, baby.
On the net.
Hanging on, just scooping it up in the nick of time, Conway.
Yeah, everybody was tangled in the face-off circle on the far side as it came to Tam. He fired a little wrist shot down low, hoping somebody could get out of it and get a stick on it, but it didn't get there. Conway got a piece of it.
All right, here we come. Once again, Hurd back into the draw against Jenks again. He comes loose, ties his man up. They scrum for it. On the net, just went wide behind the goal. Here's Muirs. Muirs can't find his guy. Sends it back in the corner behind the net, picked off this time by Hurd. Hurd in, tying his man up. They fight for it deep on the wall. It came up the slot. Nice defensive move. Komets put out at center ice. Rogers on the move, sends it back into the corner. Komets are there. Up comes Daniels with it by one. Little touch pass coming to center ice into the zone. Here's Hurd dropping it deep, or should say that was Muirs dropping it deep. Komets have it turned off behind the goal.
Embach.
Nobody there as up top. Here we come as Saul sends it deep behind the net one more time. Komets get it back all the way up top. Here we come. Hey, and it's outside the point. Drop it in if you have to. Wide. Everybody back on side. Here we go hard as it's going to be Faille with the biscuit.
Steals it.
Out front. Shot saved. Turn back up ice. Here comes Toledo. 3 men down. Back check coming in a hurry. Saul wheels it out to center. Back comes the D-man to make the play. Birschbach coming up. Here's a drive. Good save. Coming up again. Look out. Front of the net. This one right over the top of the goal. Came far wall. Here we come. Faille working it back up ice all the way to center. It's knocked loose on the play. Komets have it back at their own blue line. All the way up at center ice. In goes Faille. Dumps it deep in the corner. Around they go to make the chase. It's Pastilli running Lampy off the play. Up ice. Here we go. Shot saved.
Goaltender got it off the shoulder.
I'll tell you that. Here we come. Kept alive by Coussera in the corner. Schwannard behind his own net for Toledo.
That's Pastilli.
Komets trying to put it high at the Fort Wayne line. Here's Coussera with it again. Nice cross-rink pass. Komets break up ice all the way to the line. In they go. Here's a drive. Rebound came back out top. Can't play it as Schrocky's got it on the wall. Out they come at center. Good hard hit that time. Komets get it back. And missing his check was the forward. Komets got a man out top. Couldn't play it again. Nicely broken up wide of the net
Nagle's
that time.
got it.
Shot that time that hit Holmstrom in front of the net. And they have a whistle.
Well, Nagle's mask came off.
Lost his hat. Yeah. So. Whoa, baby. 9:32 left in the first OT. We're still tied 2-2, Komets and Toledo. It is Game 6. The Komets must win tonight or be eliminated, and they're playing like it.
Yep, they're out shooting them 7-5 so far in the overtime. That's a lot of shots in overtime hockey. And both goalies have been tested well. Both goaltenders have kept them in it.
All right, we're having a good look here.
A couple of goalies.
A couple of goaltenders fighting.
That's NHL, too.
Yeah, who was the big kid they had in Dayton years ago, the tough guy?
Oh, Petty. Petty was
man, he was one tough kid.
Yeah.
And another one was an Irish kid. Sullivan? No.
Yeah. Well, he was the backup, I think.
Yeah. And he was the tough kid, actually. And we had I'm trying to think of them all now, and they just didn't come to me at this particular moment. But that's some tough goaltenders.
Yeah, that's what you need. Tough goaltenders.
Yeah. But they're all tough, Robbie, you know. I said to Fitchner one time after he got in the National Hockey League, how's it going, Fitch? And he says, Bobby, I'll tell you something. I don't care what your name is or your number. Everybody's tough in the National Hockey League. Yeah. All right, now we get back to the action. And the face-off will be in the Fort Wayne zone, or will it be at neutral ice?
In the Fort Wayne
zone, off to the left of the Komets goaltender, Pat Nagle. 9:32 left in the first overtime, and we're at 2-2 tie. And back into the face-off we come one more time as Hurd looks at the draw, facing it off against Holmstrom. Up comes the puck. They look. They can't get the shot. It deflects wide into the corner. Here's Hurdsy behind the net. Turn back as the Komets move out. On the go, they've got room at center. In goes Mears, fires deep left corner, going hard to the wall, trying to chase his man off the puck. They keep it wide. Embach going in, blocking the play. After it again, still digging for it. Can't get it out. They're still working at it. Can't get it out again. As Mears in there, kind of covering it up. Here they come. Where's the point man? They can't get him. At the net, it went wide, right behind the goal. Mears after it again, tying his man up one more time, fighting for the puck. Up ice they come, moving Toledo to the Fort Wayne line. Long cross-ring pass, but after it will be the Komets Lacoste.
Change by Toledo.
Pick it off. Look out. Those are dangerous passes for a lot of reasons, including the fact that the guys are coming in and off the bench. All it takes is one touch, and you got a penalty. Here they come up around the wing, left side, trying to move it out of the zone. Toledo. Lead pass intercepted by the Komets. Up ice, and the K's move it into the zone. They're there. Round they come up front. Fly with the drive.
On the net.
On, Conway.
Conway makes a save up high on the chest. Kills the play right there. Good line change by the Komets. They almost caught Toledo. As Fly fresh on the ice, got right to the net very quickly.
The 45th shot on goal by the Komets.
Yep.
Whew. All right, here we come. Faille is back in the face-off again to the right of Conway, the goaler. Here they come out front, bounced around, picked up far wall, turned up by Boris. Boris can't get the puck. At center, Komets chase it down. Here is Tam. He's got room. Up the middle. Back they come. Tam had to go for it again. Cleared wide off the far wall. In they come on the zone. Can't make the play. Fighting for it. Down the far wall. Came loose. Here's Faille flipping it out to center. Going after it hard is Perlini. He couldn't hang on. Here they come back. Komets send it into their D. Tam coming back at center. Intercepted again. Tam got it back. Couldn't hold it. Poked away. And back to cover this one will be Daniels for the Komets. Up the middle and hit on the play Perlini, or Pistilli, but he got away and dumped it inside the Toledo zone. Up ice they come. A little short pass from neutral ice into the zone. Barnes trying to come into the zone. All the way behind the net. Here's Saul. Look out. Short pass up the wall. Komets get it back. And it's in the feet of somebody. And they give it away at the point. Turned wide. Komets after it. Move it on the wing. Right side. You got help. Lead pass into the zone. Front of the net. Oh, what a play.
Back to Severn. He batted it out of the air.
And it's underneath somebody.
Yeah, Conway got it.
Puck. Conway didn't know he had it. He was looking around.
Yeah. They flipped the puck towards the net, and it looked like Severn reached out, got his stick on it, redirected it to the goalie. Conway got a piece of it. He actually didn't know where it was, but when he fell out of the net, and that was the break they needed. Here it is again. Severn.
Look at that.
Yeah, he tipped it right out of the air.
How close can you get, eh?
Yeah, there was no whistle on it, so no high stick. It would have been a good goal.
Face-off will stay inside the Toledo zone. To the right of the goaler, Conway again, and the Komets change him up.
Yeah, they keep changing them quickly.
Got to. Keep them fresh.
Well, Toledo's trying to catch the Komets on a line change with fresh troops against a line at the end, because they're changing quicker than us.
Hurd and Schwab for the draw. As Hurd ties up Schwab, they knock him off the play. Down in the corner, they come fighting deep in the zone as the Komets battle for it. In goes Mears trying to get it. Now the puck comes loose. Komets poke it away, and it's held in the zone again. As this time it's Hurd, can't get it. Up ice they come, making a big run. Saul got the puck in his own zone and moved it all the way back. That center ice skate to it and dropping it in wide, but intercepted. On the attack, Sims coming back at center. Turned away, but Saul going deep behind his net. Right back up the boards. Komets got it now. Where are they going to go? Oh, no.
Intercepted.
Knocked down front of the net.
Shot.
Nice save on the
made
play.
the save.
Those little flip shots cannot work. Here they come. Mercier up top. Komets get it back. back. Don't waste it. Here's Embach on his way. Feeds off left wall. And it comes Faille. There, a shot deflects off the stick up into the screen. So the faceoff will stay in the Toledo zone with 6:27 to go in the first OT. We're tied 2-2, Komets in Toledo, Game 6 in this finals of the North Division of the ECHL. The Komets win, they go to Game 7 Wednesday in Toledo. Toledo wins, they go home, and we go home.
We go home, all right.
All right, here we come, ready for the draw. It will be Faille into the faceoff against Jenks. Faille's got it. At the point. Here it comes, a drive. Whoa, baby. It was deflected. What do we have?
They might have said it's offside.
Huh. What was offside?
Right over here. Well, I think is it Tam or Lacoste?
It would have been Tam. Let it go outside.
Just pulled it outside the blue line, as I think the linesman on the far side made the call.
That would be
WOWO AM and FM Fort Wayne.
Here we come. Tipped into the Toledo corner. Played back into the zone by Zernhausen. Zernhausen behind his net. Came up the left wing. Kept at the line. Komets in hard. Checked the puck. Sending it back into the corner. Here's Faille chasing his man off the play. Down the wall. Here they come again. Komets get it. Behind the net this time it's Faille. Faille up top. Trying for a backhander. Played in the zone by Pastelli. Here they come behind the net. Out at the point. Left point. Here it goes. Oh, man out
over
front.
The net. Bouncing puck.
He was there to deflect it. Couldn't get it done. Here we come again as down in the corner behind the net. Tam makes the play. In goes Perlini. Ties up his man. Down the wall they come. Hard fight for this one. Tam again. His drive rattles around off the wall. It's behind the net to Faille. Faille can't play. Here's Perlini with it.
Can't get a clear shot when they get it out front.
Out at the point. Here we come again. Don't handle it too high. Behind the net, Perlini ties up his guy deep. Komets have it again. Perlini out front.
Side of the net.
Right in front of the net and hanging on to the puck, Conway. If he'd still been standing, he'd have had that.
Everybody grabbing, clutching, doing everything they can to keep anybody from getting a shot on net right now. Good forechecking by the Komets. They had the puck a couple of times, but couldn't get it to an open man.
You know, and with all that scrambling and struggling, there was not a shot on goal.
No, there wasn't. To the goal crease.
All right, we'll do it all over again. As Hurd is back out to take the faceoff. Here we come. Hurd back into the draw against Holmstrom. Hurd trying to tie his guy up. Up we come. Here it is. It's Embach with a shot wide of the net. In come Strachey. Took his guy off the play as it's Embach down the wall, banging away with his guy. Embach's got it back. Can't make the play. Here we come up ice. Back in the corner, Embach. And at the point, Kucera's drive wide. Turned off by Hurd. Hurd in the corner. Takes a look around. He's got it back. Here's Hurd getting away from one man. Up front. He's got it again. Close to the net. Can't make the play. 2-on-2.
Everybody grabbing.
Coming up far side. Into the zone they go
Toledo.
wide. Not giving him any room. Look out. Rebound coming back. Embach's got help. And he took that long pass into the zone. Here we come wide all the way to the corner as trying to get to the puck that time, unable to get there. Oh, it was Crowder. Here they come. Back up. Forecheck Komets as Lowry into the draw. Komets hold it in. Here they go on net. Hanging on Crowder. No additional play.
Conway makes the save from a shot from the point as the Komets keep throwing it at the net, but nobody there to deflect it.
I hope somebody at least waves to Nagle a little bit.
Well,
of course, that's what hurts. You put the pressure on one rush and bingo.
That's all it takes, yeah.
All right.
15-29, we played of overtime. Still
Lowry.
No break of the score.
Lowry into the face-off again. He and Schwab. Ready. Lowry's the draw.
To the point. Here we go.
They come. You got to shoot it on net. Hanging on again.
Conway makes the save.
As Severn tried to spin away from the check of the D-man Sims, but Conway just got the glove on it. It was wide open, and he just picked it out.
11 shots by the Komets in the overtime, and how many we got? 7 by Toledo in this overtime.
All right, again, Lowry looks into the draw with Schwab. He's got him again. Here they come back up ice inside of the net.
Another one to the net.
And, I mean, they're giving Conway some work. Severn's down in front mucking it up pretty hard. But they're giving him an alleyway to see the puck.
Yeah, well, the puck's getting through. They're just flipping it at the net, hoping somebody can deflect it or something. But it's going right through as the Toledo defense playing pretty tough right now.
All right, again, we're changing the D, I believe. The forwards are
tired shooting the puck back there.
Lowry back into the draw against Schwab again. He's got it again. Here we come. Back in the corner, behind the net. Picked off this time by Severin. In they go, trying to hold the play down the line, trying to move it out. Severin's got it. Still tries to dump it to Crowder. Crowder and Severin fight for it deep in the zone. Working their way back up ice and back in front of the net. And hanging on again is Crowder.
Severin tangled up with the defense and sticks getting up high again.
Yeah, Severin's having quite a battle with Sims down in front of the net because, man, he's going there right away.
Yeah, everybody's going to the net there. It's putting a lot of pressure on the Toledo defense as they keep fighting off.
4:05 left in first overtime. 2-2 is still the score. Komets have completely dominated.
Yeah, they're carrying the play. There's no doubt. It just looks like Toledo's just sitting back, waiting for a break.
Here we come. Again, 5 this time for the draw. Down in the corner. Picked off behind the net. Nightingale around the wall. Here it is again. Wide of the net. Off they come. They get 3 men down. Cover the right side. Into the zone. Here they come. Backhander. Save on the play. Round behind the net. Can't get it. Oh, look out. Up top. Here it is again. Wide. Komets with it. Moving it out now. Way up goes Daniels on the play. Came down. Komet trying to cover it. Daniels is loose, but here they go into the zone. Pistelli lost it, but finally dumps it deep. Here we come. Line change out for Fort Wayne. The forecheck with Perlini going wide. Picked back off. Trying to get the play from Boris. Boris still has the puck. Here comes Toledo. Back out of the zone to the Fort Wayne line. Rogers, long drifting pass into the corner. Came right back up the near wall. Take a look as Kucera wheels to center, but it's intercepted, and back comes Toledo with it again. In on the forecheck, hard goes the Komet forward as it's Hurd, can't play. Came loose again. Embach jams it right back inside the corner. 3:05 left. Here they come. Toledo up the left wall, dropping it off onto the corner. Long lead pass to Stenstall, moving it into the Fort Wayne zone. Back comes Kucera, looking around. Came back up the near wall, ties up his guy. Up come the Komets again, dropping it off on the trailer. Here's Hurd, and he goes wide of the net. Back in the corner. It came wide. One-on-one going the other way. Nice defensive move. And Kucera does it again. Out they come, back up the wall. In it comes as Hurd can't catch up to it. They clear it, cross rink. Toledo up the left wall. Coming to the line. Into the zone they come one more time. Around behind the net. Look out as they've sent it up the weak side. Here they come again, trying to make the play. Komets have it. Oh, and a giveaway at center ice, but it's picked up by the defense for Toledo. Up they come, cycling around Sims, coming to center into the Fort Wayne zone. Broken up nicely. Komets have this one. Severin. Here we come again. Severin there, front of the net. Unable to reach for it is Crowder. Down the wall. Kept alive by Saul. Picked back up by Toledo. Up the wall, left side, turning wide. Barnes to the Fort Wayne zone. In he comes wide left with the puck is Birchbaugh.
Stay up on him.
Can't get the shot away. Man in front. Got to get him wide. Birchbaugh, pretty tricky. Here come the Komets. Look out behind the net. Unable to get to the play as it is up the left wall, left point. They look, can't get the shot away. Komets coming back with it. Spinning away from the forecheck. Komets have it. Severin coming back out at center ice. Komets go wide into the zone. Tipped deep that time by Lowry. Komets in a line change. Line is out in a hurry, and they're coming right back with it again. Coming out to center ice. The D driving to the Fort Wayne line. Back into the corner. Going hard will be Tam, but the Komet back first is going to be up ice. It is Pistelli feeding it off as long bouncer in on net and hanging on is Crowder.
1:10 left in the overtime period. So
wow.
End-to-end action right now, and nobody really getting a quality shot. Working hard, both teams.
A lot of quality hockey, though,
yeah.
Wow.
They're going at it pretty good right now.
They're gonna need 18 minutes between periods.
Quick line changes on both teams, trying to catch somebody and with a tired line against a fresh line, and working each other pretty hard right now.
13 shots by the Komets.
Yep.
And here we come. It will be again Hurd into the face-off against Jenks. Hersey ties Jenks up the wall. They come, and at center, Komets get it back. Move it cross rink over center. At the line, on the net, and hanging on. Crowder hangs on again as at the doorstep is Embach.
Yeah, Conway didn't like what he saw in front of him, so he held on to the puck. He was going to clear it to his defenseman. He had too many guys coming at him too quick, so he held on. They'll take the face-off in the Toledo zone.
It'll be to the left to Conway inside the zone one more time, and the Komets change him up again. And into the face-off this time will be Lowry, who's doing pretty good in the face-offs in this particular series. Ready, set, again. He'll face off against Jenks. He's got it up top. Here we go at the net. Wide.
It's the net.
Off left side. Tam back in the corner. Lowry, I should say, out front. Crowder's got it. Here it is. Shot. Save. Rebound. Came wide. Kept alive. Shoot. Got it into the corner. Here it is. Tam again. Wide. Oh,
Rebound. Bounced the goal front. He didn't know where it was.
It just slid right by the goal crease. Here comes Toledo. Got a wide man left. Long shot by Jenks going back in the corner. Komets have it. They leave that one set up, and here comes the D. Back up ice. Take a look.
Daniels.
Take a look. Daniels has it wide into the zone. They pound one all the way to the far corner. Komets in a quick line change. Get it all done, but here comes Toledo to center ice. Can't get it. Saul going wide. Hit the zone. Nice pass. Back up ice. Over center is Lowry, and he goes. Puts it wide of the net. It is going to be Perlini going in on the left side. Behind the net. Played back off this time by Zanausen. Zanausen coming to center. Komets keep it alive again in the zone. They
4
put it
seconds.
from, but that one is just deflected, and they'll have to have a face-off, I believe, just outside the Toledo blue line with 4.2 seconds left in the first OT. See, I don't have to be to work till Wednesday. All right, here we come again. 4 seconds. Face-off again will be, as they didn't drop it yet. Here we come into the zone. Komets fight through the check as it's turned at the neutral zone. Goes wide. Buzzer sounds. Period is over again. And we have done nothing but watch them play hockey.
Well, we've had 15 shots on goal, and we haven't been able to score. Toledo only had 9, and unfortunately, we didn't get a break, and Toledo never got a break. So both goaltenders tested. Both goaltenders came to the action ready to go. So we'll go scraper up and get ready again.
What did we have here? 15 shots, eh? And they had 9. Well.
Yeah.
By the way, this is Komet hockey.
You got some commercials?
I've heard a lot behind the bar here at Applebee's, and one of the most confusing topics is the raw food diet. Those are ingredients, not meals. But Applebee's gets it, and that's why they've created the Pub Diet. It has all of your bar and grill favorites made a little better for you, like the pepper-crusted sirloin with whole grains and the cedar-grilled lemon chicken, packed with protein, under 600 calories, and only at Applebee's. Prices and participation vary. Alcohol advertisement intended for consumers 21 and over.
Bees Late Night means half-price select appetizers. Unwind with us Sunday through Thursday after 9 p.m. Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
I'm going to have to get Daly to get me more commercials, Road.
Yeah. Let's take a break.
Would be nice, right? Can you sing?
Yeah. No. We don't want to get into that action.
I thought you'd do all Canada.
Yeah.
Not at all. Hey, man, what a heck of an overtime period. That was... how much more action could you put into a scoreless period?
Well, they went at each other pretty good. There's no doubt. And then, like we said, in the other 2 overtimes, one ended at 5:01 and the other one ended at 6:20. And I was looking at the clock around that time, hoping, come on, put it in the net. And unfortunately, they weren't able to do it. So the one call that was a bit of a questionable call was
closing the hand.
As the Komet player Hurd went down the ice. He was cutting towards the net. His feet were chopped out from underneath him. Whether he stepped on the stick or whether what, I thought a penalty should have been called there, and that was early in the period. And, any break like that can turn it around very quickly, and maybe that's what this referee's looking at, is they play too hard, both these teams, and if it's going to be a penalty, it's got to be a dirty, nasty thing or something that's stupid. But no penalties were called in that period, and other than that, that was probably the only one that I thought could have been called.
Yeah, and it's a case, again, if it doesn't interfere with a positive scoring chance in most cases, you kind of have to look at it with a wry eye.
Yeah, well, I thought Hurd was pretty close going towards the net. He was cutting across. And
he got tripped up pretty good.
He got tripped up pretty good, and unfortunately it didn't happen. So we'll go on from there and get a good rest of that dressing room, guys, and come out firing.
The only guy getting overtime is the Zamboni driver. This is his next shot at it, and he's doing well so far, as we'll clean it up and start it all over again. And Murph, I'll be home sometime by tomorrow for breakfast.
Yeah.
So we started at 6. It's now 9:30.
Yeah.
And it's far from the longest one I've ever done. I started one night at 8 o'clock, and we finished it up at 20 after 1 the following morning. And the bad part of it was that St. Paul walked away with a win.
Well, that's the hard part about it. There's no doubt about it. So I think the longest I was in went into 3 overtimes. And The last game I played here was actually against Saginaw, and they scored in an overtime game against us and eliminated us out of the playoffs.
Yeah,
so that was the end of that.
Well, of course, you look at what's gone on, and at that time we lost to St. Paul in that long overtime. As in the middle of the last overtime period, one of the best shots in minor league hockey, Lenny Ronson, had a penalty shot, and the ice was so chopped up, even though they had tried to take care of it, it was warm. About the time Ronson was set to let her fly, the puck bounced, and he missed everything.
Yeah, because a lot of times in those games, they never flooded the ice. They used to just give us a couple of set minutes on the bench.
Yeah.
You waited for that, and then you went right back at it. And you played the 20-minute overtime on the same ice, and then if it was tied after that, then you went off, and they reflooded.
Yeah.
But, the ice could get pretty rough. There's no doubt about it.
But that, of course, is the famous game where Drysdale came back with a 7-Up that was loaded with booze for me.
Well, we could use a little bit of that right now. I think a Budweiser wouldn't be too bad either.
What? Even a Pepsi wouldn't be bad, Skin.
Yeah.
But here we go. We have gotten one overtime in the books, and we've exhausted all our commercials. What the heck are we going to do now? I saved one commercial, and that's going to be for the post-game show.
There you go.
So it's kind of nice with a commercial-free game, though. You can sit and ramble along and stay with it all the time. You're not always caught up. And see, already 8 minutes has gone by in the between periods, and they're flooding the ice. And when you're having fun, time flies.
Yeah, I think they take too long to flood the ice. Let's go.
Yeah.
Some arenas now have 2 Zambonis out there. And
yeah, Toledo's got 2, and boy, they get her done in a hurry, but they still give you 18 minutes.
Yeah.
So the only guys that don't get a break are the broadcasters.
Yeah.
What are we going to do about that?
I don't know. It's not going to be overtime, so.
No. Just regular time, if that, eh? All right. I hope everybody is still alive and well wherever you are, and the boys are putting this on so their mothers all know where they are. They're working, Mom.
Yeah, well, they can give them a bit of a break. I imagine that some of them will be watching the NHL game. I think New York and Washington are playing.
Yeah.
That came on at 7:30, and then I think Anaheim and them are playing at 10 o'clock on television. So lots of hockey to watch and listen to here on WOWO.
And by golly, when I get home, I don't know when that's going to be, but I don't know that I could watch another game. I'd make it. No doubt about it. How's your golf game going?
Oh, well, I played Saturday, but I didn't play today, so I wished I had it. But Mother's Day,
Mother's Day?
Doing a few things, yep.
Yeah, so it all worked. How's Mom?
She's hanging in there. She's doing good.
Good.
I wish she was doing better, but unfortunately, we make and do what we've got.
Well, Mom and I look at each other and we say, hey, at 91 and 89, we're still together. Don't knock it. By golly, we're still alive.
Yeah, that's true. And we had another bad news from the Comet Old-Timer Group. I had a phone call from a friend of mine, Greg Blaine, on Friday, and I had asked him to phone up to a guy by the name of Brian Tosh.
Oh, sure.
Who played here when I was my first year was here. He played 1 year. And he phoned up Friday to see how I was doing. He got a hold of his son at his house, and unfortunately he passed away on Wednesday.
Ouch.
So I got a phone call from his son Friday evening, and we had a nice talk and everything like that. And unfortunately he went to sleep that night and just didn't wake up.
What
he had
a nice
heart
guy,
attack,
too.
And he had his problems, but he played 1 year here, and I remember his wife. Well, they were both a young couple. When I first came here, I was not married. I was only 20 years old at the time. But he was 20, and he had already got married for the girl from Ottawa and everything like that. Nice couple and everything like that. They played 1 year here. When he went back home to Ottawa, he got involved with senior hockey there, and then turned around and joined the fire department.
Oh, yeah.
And I think he put in about 25 years at the fire department and had some health issues, back injury and everything like that. But he came down a few years ago, and he spent some time with us, about 3 years in a row, on a trip to Florida that he was making all the time. We had some good times and some pretty good reminiscing and everything like that. Norm Waslowski was a good friend of us, and he knew Lionel, and he knew Lenny and everybody like that. So it was a nice thrill to know him and be part of them.
He's a pretty good hockey player, too.
Not bad, not
he's
bad.
Good, steady hockey player down the line, no problem at all.
They just, I hate getting those phone calls.
Yeah, we lost another one, early in May, Ivan Prediger.
Yeah.
And Ivan played here. Ivan was an unusual, he's from Neilburg, Saskatchewan. And nobody will ever forget Neilburg. And when Ivan was here, he was not a bad D-man. But, I mean, he wasn't an all-star, but he was a hard worker. And we got to the playoffs against Minneapolis, and Ken Elliott says, Ivan, the only job I'm giving you is covering Mo Bartoli. And Mo, could he drill the biscuit? Well, Ivan loved it because he was a pretty good skater, and he loved to bump and grind. So he's all over Mo every time they look around, and Mo was getting so frustrated, he didn't know what to do with him. And it got so funny because Ivan would follow him right to the Minneapolis bench, and as soon as Mo was on the bench, he'd sit down. One of the shifts, Mo jumps off the bench because he had to let a guy out behind him, and boy, Ivan jumps up, and there he is standing alongside Mo, driving him nuts. And he was a good guy. And then later, of course, he went back to Des Moines and ran the team in the USHL, and David played for him for a year out there. And he's just a good guy all the way down the line. And I think he was married to a twin. The brother and sister were twins, and the kid played hockey for us, I think. But I've lost that one because. But anyway, it's another one gone. And when you're looking around to see what the heck kind of a team Kenny Elliott's putting together up in heaven, and he's got all his D back.
I think that's what it's all about, too.
That's right. And as I said the other morning, I had this surreal dream that Kenny was putting the team together, and the good Lord was helping him out. And he was only shy one D-man and two forwards.
Well, I hope he doesn't need a goalie and a broadcaster.
Well, he's got Josh up there goaltending right now, so he's fine.
True, Jerry.
And the forwards, he needed two forwards, and both Lenny and Eddie were there. And I said, guys, calm down. No problem. I said, the thing about it is, I understand as quick as the team gets together, they're going to put up a broadcast network. And I said, nobody's called me yet. And I was going to talk to you.
Yeah, thank you.
As long as we get golfing time out there. But all the crazy stuff that goes on, and all the people who've made this what it is for us, and the memories are just so constant and so plentiful. On any night you can talk to the guys who've been around, like yourself and Lenny and myself, and one new name or an occasion will come up, and all of a sudden here's a whole new bunch of people to talk about.
Well, as you say, I've been around for a few years and heard them too, but when we have our breakfast on Wednesday, the old-timers, Norm Wozlowski, he came back from Florida, so he came there. So he's sitting down, we're talking. Well, him and Lenny and Chuck Adams, when they get talking, they talk about names I never even heard about, and I've been around since the 60s. So.
But they're all Westerners they're talking about.
Yeah, so.
I remember when Kenny Elliott first came down, one of the names that he used was D3 Petrie, and I thought he was kidding, but there really was a D3 Petrie.
Yeah.
And all the old stories they tell, part of the lore of the game. And if you weren't an old-timer, you wouldn't understand both the comedy and the tragedy of hockey, and there's been a lot of both. And the guys who made it all happen or wrote the history books were all a part of it, and they were household names, especially across Canada in the early days, till hockey swept into the U.S. and became more popular here at the high pro level. But all the old-timers from years ago, they were always a great bunch of guys, too. I've met a number of them, especially in the years when Montreal was always the place where the National League meetings were. Now they swing them all over North America. But I would meet guys that I never knew existed, and they'd say, oh, yeah, you're the guy with that big old blowtorch out of Fort Wayne, Indiana. We hear you all over the place. So I made a lot of friends I never otherwise would have known. And hopefully we're still making friends, Robbie.
Yeah,
you're not getting any bad letters, are you?
No, we're not getting that. But years ago with the 50,000 watts, it used to go all over. I know my grandfather and parents in Toronto used to listen to it, and I had friends of their friends that lived in England.
Yeah.
And they actually got to go over there on a clear night and everything like that. So Whoa went a long ways, and as you say, you met a lot of people people on the airwaves.
Indeed, years ago, we got a what they call a QSL card, which is what amateur radio people send when they pick up a signal. So then they'll put the frequency it was on, and in this case, the people actually recorded the reception, sent us a little tape, and on it, this Swedish guy says, and by the way, thanks a lot to Groovy Bear for being your sponsor. And we're figuring, what the heck is Groovy Bear? So I finally put the tape on and listened to it, and it was a pretty good tape for the distance. It turned out to be Drury's Beer.
Oh, Drury's Beer, yeah.
Remember those days?
Yeah, I remember that stuff.
That was some of the best headaches in the world. But they're now defunct, an old South Bend brewery, and boy, they were a sports sponsor for many, many years.
I remember Drury's and Falstaff.
Yeah. Old Crown.
Old Crown, yeah.
Berghoff.
Yeah, well, referees, Toledo is on the ice, and I can see the Komets down the hallway down there, so we're about a minute and a half from getting started again.
Well, let's see where it's going to go. Well, I don't know. We'll just throw all the commercial paper away. I got one left for the post game.
Well,
either today or tomorrow.
Hold on to it.
Either today or tomorrow.
Yeah.
20 minutes to 10. We started here at 6. So we'll go 4 hours plus with this one. I hope not.
Yeah. Let's get a quick one right here off the bat.
Yeah.
And you know what's funny about it? The players would be glad to get it over with, too. I mean, they play the moment is what they're playing. And when it happens and they get the goal that they need, you talk about relief and pressure taken off you when it happens. And it's a pretty good thrill when you win in an overtime period.
Well, in regulation, it's fun.
Yep.
Overtime is nothing but pressure.
Yep.
Moments and moments of it. Well, the fans, most of them are still here. And the Komets are coming out to set their lineups here in the second OT. And for all it's worth, these two teams are a credit to what's going on, I'll tell you. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
And again, it reinforces my faith in the Komets' ability to play high-level hockey when they really put their head to it. And, I mean, they've dominated this first overtime, and they dominated the third period, and they just could not solve Mr. Neil Conway in goal.
Yeah, 15 shots on goal in that overtime, 9 by Toledo, and you would think they would be able to put one in, but goaltending's been pretty strong, and a lot of the saves that Conway's made are shots from the point that have been getting through, and because of the strong defense Toledo has, they're not able to get in front to make a deflection or a screen on it. So protect your goalie as much as you can. Here we go.
Nagle down to my left. Komets attack from left to right. Period number 5 ready to go. 2-2 is the score. And again, we will have into the faceoff Matt Lowry. Komets pick up the draw. Here comes Lacoste, cross rink. Ooh, up the middle, all the way back in the corner, chugging hard. Here's Lowry behind the net, still has it. Moves it behind the goal this time for Severn. Lowry's got it again. Lowry moves back up, can't get the play. They poke it out, kept it at the point that time, Kucera. Down in the corner, here we come again. Komets trying to move it around behind the net. Can't get it loose, but Severn coming back up ice. Here they come, kept alive. It got over Kucera's foot. Komets now just switch around. Way up ice. Lacoste going deep. Picked back up. Here's Kucera. He's over center. Pumps this one in behind the net. It was broken up, sent loose. Komets try to hold it at the line. Breaking out is Mercier. Mercier coming to center. Can't get by the D. On the side of the net. Behind the net. Komets have it. Reversing it up the near wall. Out at center. Moving it as Komets. Nicely cleared to center by Schrock. Into the zone is Perlini on the forecheck. Pick up Schwinnard. In they go, far wall. Komets working at it. They get it back in the zone. They slip for a moment. Back they come, center ice. That one could have been played.
Yeah, they call it icing.
They did, because Lampe was standing right there and it went on by him. What's the matter with you, Lampe?
I don't know.
All right, back
all
we
the way
come.
back.
Face off in the Fort Wayne zone on the icing call. 4th period, 5th period, 6th period. Here we come.
Minute and 8 seconds we played so far.
Seems like 4 hours, eh? All right, here we come. Face off. Big one again this time. Faille looks for the draw. Whoops. Taking a swipe at it was the Komet D-man Martin, and he missed it. Here they
There's
come.
A crease.
Whoa, came to center ice. Good move there. Back it goes deep into the Toledo zone. Schwinnard coming back out at center. Good move. Kucera reached around his man. Behind the net, took his shot. Whoa, front of the net, big save, Nagles. Look out up top, and they fan on another one. Here come the Komets on the way. They're going to have help. Oh, and he didn't give it to him. Here they go at the net. The shot wide. Out front, they jump.
Oh, right to the goal line.
It was in.
Net's off.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Yeah, that one they call, and the net's off the crease. I can't believe they give it to him, but they are. They're saying it's in.
143.
Look at the net. The net's off right now. When the puck actually went in, the net was off. Now they're reviewing it.
I thought it went in before the net went off the first time.
Well, the first time I think it went along the line. I don't think that went in.
I thought it was in.
The puck squirted back, and then the shot. I thought the net was off, but the referee said it was in. He was in the angle where he couldn't have seen it, and he checked with both the linesmen. So this is going to be a woohoo. But don't leave your seats, people. It's not over yet.
No, conversation's still going. Just point to center ice and let's go home.
Yeah, the Komets have celebrated, and now the fans are getting into it. But the two linesmen and the referee, they're really talking about it.
Well, give them credit for talking about it.
Yeah, they're pointing and they're saying this and that over here and over there.
Because the referee was responsible for the goal line, and he saw it and he pointed right away.
Yeah, well, he was over here. He never saw the far goal post off the mooring.
Look at Hurd.
Yeah.
Chirp, chirp, chirp. And what are we going to call it?
This is what we're seeing. We're seeing if the linesman will say it was the net off when the puck entered the net. No goal. No goal. And they got the cameras up here on the replays and everything, and that's what they're saying. Joe Ernst is right here, and he's playing it right now, and I think that's what they're saying, is that the post was off the mooring when the second shot went in the net.
All right, they're looking at it.
Gary Graham is really upset because he's saying that the referee, the first puck that went to the goal line was the one that he pointed to.
Yeah, that's the one right there.
Yeah, no. And then they're pointing over here. I think I have to agree with it.
Lots of conversation.
Yeah. And Michael Franke is right with Joe Ernst,
yeah,
who's got it on a replay camera, and I think Michael agrees with him. So
everybody's gathered around. Well, this was too early to stop it anyway.
Yeah, the puck went right to the goal crease on it, and I think the defenseman was the one that got it. Here it is again. See, that's not over. The defenseman's got it. He swoops it away. But it goes right back in front. The goalie's down, and the net's off. The goalie's pad knocked the net off.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, the face-off now stays inside.
Yeah, make sure you refocus,
the Toledo
guys.
zone. Get them now, guys.
Refocus now. Refocus.
Now you know where it is. Hit him again.
Do it again.
Into the corner. Picked off. The D-man moving it out. Stedskal. At center ice. Komets get it back. Moving deep, trying to find his way. Cross rink it comes to Saul. Saul looking right up the middle. And, oh, good pass into the zone. It's Muirs heading for the net. The shot.
Up the shoulder.
Behind the corner. Played in by Fort Wayne. Kept alive by Embach. Up the wall. Kept alive now as here comes Hurd. Behind the net. Gets away. Gets away again. He's working in the phone booth right now.
Front.
Here we come up top. Komets beat it back in the corner. After it is Muirs. He's tied up on the play. Got a point man if you need him. Here we go wide. He tried to stick handle. Hurd's got it back. Right out top trying for a shot. Turned loose. Back it goes. Fort Wayne zone. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Going high.
Icing
will be the Komets for the icing.
Yeah, we're not going to get too many bad breaks the rest of this game after that. So hopefully we get a break enough to get a goal on it. Face-off will go back down into the Toledo zone. Our icing call, and Toledo is tired right now, and they cannot make a line change. So now the Komets put a fresh line out there, and they're going to go after him right now.
I'm tired, too.
Yeah. They got Fly, Postilli, and Perlini on the ice.
Here's a place if we
fresh line against the tired one.
Let's get the face-off to start it. Moving it. Fly ready. He takes the draw. Back out it goes all the way wide to the defense left side. Turn back up ice. Here it comes. They got a foot race on for this one, as it's going to be Tam going down. Gets the touch. No icing.
They waved it off.
And here come the Komets. Back up ice again. On the move. Find an open man all the way into the zone. Here we go wide. It's Faille at the corner. At the net. Behind the goal. Faille after it again. Came down the wall. Cross rink comes to play. Into the zone. Wide. Knocked loose and hanging on. Conway.
That shot come from the far defense over there. Tam let a quick wrist shot go. Conway saw it as he had good movement in front of him, but they couldn't deflect it.
So we'll face it off again in the Toledo zone. 17 minutes already on the clock, saying that's what we have left in period 5. 2-2 was the score at the end of 3. 2-2 was the score at the end of 4. Here's Hurd. He tried for it. Go, go, go. Go, 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 go. Here's Tam behind the net. Picked off on the play. Down they come in the zone. Komets look for the loose puck. Can't get to it. As Muir's trying to move it out. They jam it down in the corner. As Hurd's got his guy picked off. They can't get it any farther than that. Trying to get it loose. Out front, they get it wide. Komets come wide again.
Nagle's made the save.
Here we come. Muir's with it around the far wall. Up ice we come, and where are we now? At center, going after it in the corner. Daniels couldn't get a piece of it. Back up ice they come. Into the Fort Wayne zone one more time. Here we go, wide, as Hurd has it poked loose. Komets keep it alive at the line, given away. Here's Mercier coming to the zone, knocked off the play. Komets got it, couldn't finish it. Here we go, wide of the net. Up we come. Kucera, he throws it away, but it's out at center safely. The defense making the play now. Zernhausen coming back out. He comes Fort Wayne zone, going deep into the corner. Komets have it. Here's Lacoste. He's looking for help. He's moving it out on the wing, and it stayed in the zone. But it's going to be played by Crowder. Crowder at center. Now back it comes as Lowry sends to the defense. Move it. All the way up ice, trying to make a play. Komets over center.
Severin.
In goes Severin. He lost the puck at the line. Taken away as Barnes sends it back. Fort Wayne zone. They poke away at it. Komets get it again. Ooh, look out. Up ice we come. Komets with it and into the zone. Turn deep by Severin.
Line change.
Komets with a quick line change and around behind the net. Lampy coming up for Toledo. Lead pass at center. Picks up there and moving his Jenks into the zone. Wide left. Got it back. Offside the play. Komets have it again. Here we come. Ends Faille into the zone. Here's a drive.
Still a good shot.
Wow. Close but no bananas. Komets try to keep it alive. They've got it. At center. Turned wide nicely on a give-and-go pass. Komets come back up the near wall. Over the zone. Flipping it deep into the corner. Far down the wall. Faille going in, trying to tie up the D-man. That's Sims. They battle for it deep in the corners. Pistelli battling hard. Going after the puck, trying to come loose with it. Going in and trying to dig it out is Stejskal. They still go for it. Stejskal can't get it out. Pistelli got him tied up. Stejskal got it back, and Pistelli took over. They move it out front. Oh, my. Behind the net, here we come again. Oh, it's coming to the line. Right, they get it.
Now
they get it.
Scored.
It was Perlini.
Oh, they stayed on the short side.
Perlini got it.
They got it.
Hey, way to go.
5:26 it came at. Perlini.
We'll check the assist on it.
Yeah, there was a big scrum in the corner. They dug it out. They stayed at it. They dug it behind the net. Then they flipped it to the side of the net. Perlini come back around the side, whacked at it, and the goaltender's pad came away from the net, and they jammed it in, and somehow it got in. The referee was there, and they count it this time. It's over.
Good stuff. Look at them. They're going nuts down.
Yep.
Hey, way to go. And the fans are all on their feet.
Wednesday night. Well, is it a goal or not?
We have the winner. Perlini gets it. And at center ice, everybody's happy. Let's see how they mark it. Perlini the goal. Let's get the assist. Hurd is ecstatic down there.
Yeah, well, they got to take this feeling, this inspiration they got from this right into Toledo Wednesday night and put it to them right off the bat.
Good game.
Yeah. I think a big matchup is going to be Saul and Burks and
Nightingale. Yeah,
Nightingale. I think they need to establish
Fort Wayne,
early in that game.
Goal. He is second in the game, third in the playoffs, scored by number 10, Fred Perlini.
Yep.
Assisting on the goal, number 72, Eric Faille. Time to goal, 5 minutes, 26 seconds.
One assist goes to Faille. Let's go to the post game right now. This is Komet Hockey.
The puck is dropped on another college season. And what better way to get ready to watch the K's than with a pregame party? Aunt Millie's Deli Buns and your party spread will put the